Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? Um, all right, let me go ahead and refresh this real quick. All right. So, as you guys know, it's Gator Friday. Today, we focus on the Florida Gators. As you guys know, these shows, they're open mic. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that for you. I'm going to put the link in the chat. So, all you Gator fans, y'all welcome to come on, talk your trash, talk about your team, what's going on. I see a couple things in the headlines we could talk about. As you guys know, scrimmages, practice, fall practice, games are coming up soon. Couple injuries and everything going on at the Florida Gators. Um, yeah, the link is in the chat for any Florida Gator fans that do want to come on, talk about their team. Don't leave it up to me to just talk about your team because obviously I'm just going to talk trash. But injury, man, injury. Last week we talked about the Florida Gators and we talked about, basically their depth chart, scholarship players, lack of leadership, basically, when it comes to upperclassmen. They're a very young team. So obviously I see reports, I think it came out yesterday, about an injury to a guy named Justin Bone or Boone or whatever his name is. Suffered ACL tear. So obviously he'll go through surgery and they'll be without him. From what I'm hearing, he's a defensive lineman. So that's tough, man. That's tough. We never want to see anybody get injured in sports, no matter who the team, even if they're rivals or whatever. Never want to see that. Obviously, not to talk about the Hurricanes, but the Hurricanes got a commitment out of a quarterback in the 2025 class in Luke Nichols. So, we'll talk about that probably tomorrow. I'll probably drop a video on that tomorrow sometime. But Florida Gators. So obviously, spring practices. Not much news coming out for you guys when it comes to recruiting. You got a few targets that you guys still want to get. Nothing has changed on that. No commitments. You guys are still holding on to the number 3, class in the country. So, that's a good thing for you guys. No bad news. Sometimes no news is actually good news when it comes to football. Because, if you stay in the limelight, if you're always, being highlighted for stuff in the off season, most of the time it's not good. So, if you don't believe me, ask the Georgia Bulldogs, one of y'all main rivals. They stay in the headline for basically criminal activity. That's what we're going to call it, and we're going to leave it at that. So, like I said, Gator fans, as you guys come on in, and anybody come on in listening, hit the like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and all that good stuff. All year, especially moving forward, that the season is, coming up. We'll have plenty of things to talk about. Games will be played, a lot of that. So this Gator Friday will pick up. I'm also working on bringing on, Gator creators or, Gator content creators, trying to work on, bringing some of those guys on to come talk about the Gators, give their insights and, also promote themselves. So I've reached out to a few people, that does Gator content, and hopefully in the near future I can get them on. If any of them or anybody is listening, they can also click the link and, they can come on and speak at any time. This is an open mic show every Friday moving forward. I'm actually thinking about moving the Friday show from 8 o'clock, move it to 7 o'clock because, Friday, let's be honest, Friday is party day. Most people aren't going to be, sitting around listening to a podcast or even watching a YouTube video or anything like that about their team. More than likely, they're going to be out at dinner. They're going to be out, maybe going out somewhere, trying to have some fun, depending on where you at. But let's just be real. We're in South Florida. Friday nights be popping. So I might want to move the show from 8 to 7. Mostly you guys can get in the comment section. Tell me what you think about that. I see in the comment section, get your boy Josh Prayer. Okay, so Josh Prey. Josh Prey is a comedian. Josh Prey, I've seen quite a few of his videos outside of Gator related. I think I first ran into him on YouTube and Facebook. Facebook. Be honest with you, I don't even go on Facebook no more. I've just mainly been on Twitter because Twitter is a more open platform. You can talk a lot of trash and run into a lot of random people. With Facebook, it's more of a friend, and whoever's in your group that'll basically get whatever messages that you're putting out. So Josh Prey came out and dropped a bombshell of a video. Basically, Josh Prey is a Gator fan. Now, the first couple seconds of the video, you could kind of already tell where the video was going, because he came out and said he's like 110% sure that the Florida Gators are going 12-0 this season. Now, obviously, he ranted on about 2 minutes or so, talking about how they're going to get to this 12-0. They're going to beat Georgia by 14 points. They're going to beat Tennessee by 10. And, they're going to monkey stomp everybody on their schedule. They're going to beat Utah. They're going to beat everybody. So, obviously, I did a reaction video. And it is what it is, man. Some fans are actually delusional. Gator fans, I'm not going to say all of y'all are delusional, but you got your special group. Some will be real, some will be optimistic, and then some of them just cuckoo, just straight cuckoo. I think Josh Prey is one of those guys that you put in the category of cuckoo, because ain't no way in hell the Florida Gators are going 12-0 this season. I don't believe that any Florida Gator fans believe that. But I could be wrong. This is a crazy world we live in. I could be wrong. I've seen a lot of things in my life. I see people record themselves doing crimes and put it on the internet. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Some of y'all Gator fans probably actually believe you are going 12-0. But we're going to talk about what's really going on at that school. So, Graham Mertz, he's been officially named the starting quarterback for the Florida Gators. Now, I do believe their first game of the season is on August 31st, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm going to double check, because it might be September 1st. So I'm going to double check on that. Or, if any Gator fans that actually, got their schedule down pat, they know when each and every game is played, you could just put that in the comment section for me. That'll be a great help. But if not, I'll just pull your schedule up. I think I got it somewhere in my photos, because I did do a reaction videos with my daughter, her predicting the Florida Gators, predicting y'all wins and losses, By the way, I did not tell her what to say. Nothing like that. She just obviously knew that the Florida Gators weren't going to do too well this year. Nah. So taking a look at y'all's schedule. Okay, so the first game of the schedule for the Florida Gators is Utah, and that's on September 2nd. So that's when that first game will be played. So September 2nd at Utah, Graham Mertz will be your starting quarterback for the Florida Gators. Now, some of y'all are very honest and you tell the truth about your quarterback. Some of y'all know that basically this guy is not a Heisman Trophy winner. By no means is he going to be, in New York at the end of the season, heisting no Heisman Trophy. But some of the fan base actually think that he's a better quarterback than a lot of quarterbacks in the SEC. They even think he's a better quarterback. I don't know how they come up with this assumptions, but better than Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson, we just seen, was a first rounder. Number 4 went to the Colts. But a lot of these Gator fans are saying and predicting that, Graham Mertz will have a better season than Anthony Richardson. They think he's a lot more accurate. I wouldn't say more athletic, because obviously Anthony Richardson was a freak athlete, as you can see in the combine. And, some of the highlights at the Florida Gators, some of the positive plays that he did, go through. Now, I've seen photos, I've seen videos, I've seen, things come out of their scrimmage, some of their practices, and I gotta admit to you guys, and this is not me being biased or being a Miami Hurricane fan. I'm not impressed. I'm not. I do believe that they do have two great running backs in that stable in Montreal and ETN, of course. But I don't think those guys gonna be able to carry that offensive line all year. That offensive line, to me, to be honest with you, looked absolutely terrible. I'm being 100%. Um, Young Semino, I'm gonna let you speak your piece, but not for too long because this is Gator Friday, and you are a Seminole fan. Unless you're talking Gator football, what's up?
T2I, I'm just letting you do your thing, man. If you need some help with the Gator talk, I was here to talk with it. Since no one else is joining.
Well, so far no Gator has hit the link yet, so I guess me and this Seminole fan, we're gonna talk some Gator football. Let's see how Gator fans like this. It's an open mic, so they have the opportunity to come on in here and talk. They talk.
They come, I'll get off, listen to whatever they want to say.
But if
They
they
ain't caught
don't,
on yet,
hey,
so
we could go ahead and give our biased opinions on their teams.
I ain't biased. I'm just speaking the truth.
All right. So what you seeing so far from the Florida Gators going into this season?
I mean, if you look at the practices and you look at the spring game, man, they look sorry. Like, I feel really bad for them. Like, like real talk. My papa, Gator fan, grew up in Ocala. Like, first one of his earliest memories was going to Hicksville and watching the Gators. So I feel bad, for my papa having to watch that kind of stuff, man.
Wait, so your pop's a Gator fan?
Yeah. I
How
think
did
I'm
you
the only
how
Seminole
did
in a family full of Gators. So
how did you become a Seminole in a
hey,
house full of Gators?
hey, that's
You
that's the funny thing, isn't it?
are you contrarian?
And I swear to God, man, look here. So my papa always said, "Son, what did I do to you? Was I not a good grandfather to you? Did your mama drop you on your head? What? Why would you root for them criminals? So like it's always been there. So that's why I have extra hate towards the Gators.
Okay, so you grew up in a house full of Gators. I'm pretty sure every Saturday is watching Gator football. At what
Mostly.
age? At what age did you decide that you wanted to be a Seminole?
I mean, it was early. So okay. So let's be clear about this. My father was a Knoll, right? But my mama's side was nothing but Gators. So be more clear about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Pops was a Seminole.
Yeah. So that it's a little bit more clear.
Okay, gotcha. But your grandparents and all that on your mom's side, they all Gators.
Yeah.
What part of Florida, or did you even grow up in Florida?
Yeah. No. I'm from Indian River County, so like Vero Beach.
Oh, okay. So you grew up a Seminole because of your dad, basically. Then.
I mean, I guess I was born in 1992, so like I'm 9 when we're going through the 90s at the end of the 90s, pretty much. So
So I was looking at some of the Gator news, and I see that basically they got some key injuries going into this season.
what's
Um,
the deal with is it Pearson or Purcell or that wide receiver
from
there?
from what I hear, and he was limited. They had him limited. They wasn't. They kind of know what they're gonna get from him, but they don't want to risk him getting injured. From what I've been hearing, and all the other injuries might be minor. I heard that Jason Marshall, their Heisman candidate corner, you
Mm,
know, you know,
mm.
he ain't no damn Heisman candidate. Yeah, that guy. I heard that he got minor injuries that he's trying to recover from. There's the other guy named Moore, last name Moore. I can't remember his first name, but I heard that he's injured also. So I think they're trying to take this time until the season start to let some of those guys healed up a little bit.
I
Um,
think that's what everybody because like there was some Florida State news the other day because people was talking about they ain't see Jared Verse on the practice field and Mike Norvell was all like players like that we're gonna give them a little bit of rest or whatever, not push them too hard. So that's probably normal, because they seen what they had in Pearsall and Moore last year. So I mean that's not too big of a deal probably.
Now, obviously, grammars. What's your What's your thoughts on Graham Mertz
Man,
as a quarterback?
um,
Okay, so obviously your quarterback is Jordan Travis.
this ain't Florida State Day. We talking about
Let's just say if Graham Mertz was in your quarterback room right now, where would he? Let's just say, Jordan Travis get hurt. Is Graham Mertz the next guy up?
TTY. You want me to be real with you, or you want me to be bullying with you?
Nah, be honest. Be brutally honest.
He'd be behind the freshman Brock Glenn.
Wow.
Pull up,
Now,
like you did on Sunday or whatever. Like we was pulling up the stats and whatnot. Pull up Mertz's stats from Wisconsin.
his stats from Wisconsin, I don't even want to do it to him.
And then also we gotta remember this. That's not a pass heavy offense, so we ain't gonna hurt him too much on what his passing stats are.
So I do believe that the backup quarterback will be probably Jack Miller.
I mean,
And then
what else choice they got?
and then they got Max Brown, but he's like a redshirt freshman.
So you ain't got a
I
choice.
don't see this season going pretty well for them at the quarterback position, and maybe at the safety position either.
Not only that is when's the last time Florida had played a non-conference game out of the state of Florida?
I think back in the 80s, maybe 90, early 90.
Had they ever been to Utah?
No.
That's a whole altitude difference type deal. Like I don't know if they're ready for that. That's something different.
I mean, Utah did come in there and almost beat them.
They sure did.
Had they not thrown an interception,
That
down that last
10-yard line, man. I mean, Utah had that game won last year, but it happens. But at the same time, I've also heard that Utah might not have their starting quarterback. Cam Rising might not play.
You said Mertz equals Hornibrook.
Pretty much. I ain't gonna lie on that one. That's the truth.
My goodness. So they're getting some good news. They're getting some good news from the younger guys though. Andy Jean, Eugene Wilson and Aiden Mazel. Those are their young wide receivers.
Yeah, Gene,
they're saying they're coming along.
4-star, like top 150 wide receiver last year, wasn't he?
Who?
Andy Jean.
Yeah, well, Andy Jean just came out of high school.
I know he was like a top 150 player or whatever at high school last year, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I expect
speedster out of Miami. So with that being said, like their scrimmage, they didn't show much. They didn't go deep. All it was short passes, immediate passes, nothing flashy. They weren't trying to basically show anything. They was trying to make sure that they get out of that practice pretty much injury free. Now, the funny thing about the justice, whatever they want to call the guy, Booney or Boona. That's why I want to get a fan to come on here because they would know how to pronounce these guys' names. Because to be honest with you, the reason I don't know how to say half their names is because I never heard of them. I've never heard of these people.
Right. Well, where they at? They usually in the chat, so I don't understand why they are tripping.
They're in the chat. I see Matthew Walker in the chat. I see DB in the chat. Matthew Walker is more of a typer than a speaker because I've never actually heard him speak. So yeah, the young receivers, that's what they're using right now. They're basically trying to get to the season uninjured. And the funny thing about that injured player that tore his ACL, it wasn't even during play. It was after the play. This kind of remind me with the Miami injury. I think we had an injury to Bolden.
Okay.
One of our safeties got injured celebrating.
That happens occasionally. Hey, no, it is what it is.
Yeah, so now with him having an ACL tear, now he's got to get surgery and all that. So definitely with the season almost here, he's going to be out. I'm hearing too that in that linebacker's position, a freshman basically, or a kid that's going into their sophomore year. I'm not sure if he redshirted, but what's his name? Jack Pyburn.
That sounds familiar. Okay.
Yeah, he's a linebacker, outside linebacker. He should be getting a lot of snaps this year,
I
on
mean,
that defensive side.
that's all well and good, but the one thing that curious me the most so far from what I've seen from watching videos and of them and whatnot is that offensive line looks like it wouldn't even hold up against a high school team. So that really worries me for them. Like how you gonna stop these premier SEC defenses from getting the grand murders?
Yeah, it's gonna be a slaughter fest for the Gators this year. BB, what's going on?
I'm not gonna.
Uh-oh. She about to tell BB, man, don't go on there saying the Gators finna win games because they not. But yeah,
I'll bow out since BB came on now.
no, you good, you good, you good. You can stay in.
I
Yeah,
was just trying to keep the show running a little bit longer.
yeah, because I mean, obviously it's open mic. Man, shout out to the Florida State Seminole fans because they show up and show out on their day.
We get on to talk about our scene.
Yeah, but like I said, with the
Yo,
whole
what's up,
Friday,
people?
what's going on with all these injuries at y'all camps, man?
You got two, man. It's just that
Just
ACL one. That's the blow.
okay. So how you pronounce that kid's name?
Oh, Justin Boone.
Justin Boom. See, that's what I'm talking about. Justin Boom. So he hurt himself coming off of celebrating, I guess. On it, that's crazy.
Nah, it wasn't that. I mean, it was
And
just
what's
a
the
walk.
deal with Jason Marshall and Devin Moore? What's the deal with their injury?
Oh well, I ain't really nothing. They just taking them out. Ain't
So
no need to play. We just ran the young people. That's
with
what's
with,
really.
with Jason Marshall's injury, what is it? Is it like ankle? Is it like abdominal, back, legs?
Oh no, no, I think it was just he just bumped his knee.
Oh, he bumped his knee. Oh, it's a knee injury. Oh man.
I ain't no knee injury. Stop
Uh,
it.
so y'all telling me he ain't gonna be no Heisman candidate no more?
Heisman candidate. No, man, you know Heisman candidate.
Hey man, Josh Prey said he's a Heisman candidate.
Oh man, come on, really go listen to Josh Prey?
Hey man, right now he's the only thing I could go off of when it comes to the
Man,
Gators. He's the
stop.
only one. He's the only one that's out there
Go
talking.
ahead. Stop lying, really.
Bray was
Get
acting like
you out, really.
preaching the word of God to everybody. It's hard not to believe him.
Did you make it
Yeah,
through that video, BB?
I ain't even watch it because I already know what it was. Once I saw 12 with no on there, I said, nah, I ain't looking at this. This
Man,
man out here
yeah,
talking crazy.
he took the Gator world by storm this week.
Yeah, he was in the space earlier that morning. He was in there
Oh,
talking.
so with him coming in y'all space, was the Gator fans on his head for that video, or were they going
Yeah.
along with it?
Nah, that was on the head. He was getting trolled.
Now, what was his reaction to that?
He was trying to defend his family and
He's
stuff
trying to
like that.
defend why the Gators are going 12-0.
Cause he was talking about he messed with the Tennessee fans and stuff like this, man. But they was on him. But that's just his family. He was just saying he get paid just to say things. Really. He worked for
Yeah,
Barstool. Yeah, so
that definitely was
it was really
that video was
clickbait.
something. It was something.
Yeah.
Now I'm very familiar with him, so I kind of knew what to expect every time
You
he dropped one of
should.
y'all videos. Every time he drop a Gator video, I kind of know what to expect with him.
Yeah.
He's one of those. He's one of those.
Yeah.
He's out of the ordinary.
He very out.
Now let's just hope this app don't want to act foolish today. Because if you haven't seen the video, I think it's only right that you do see it.
No, I don't watch that.
Now for all the people at home that probably don't know what we're talking about. Y'all probably like, what video you talking about, T2Y?
This thing had me rolling.
Let's go ahead and show BB here what was going on with his guy, Josh Prey. All right, so it want to act up tonight.
See, God knows him.
let me go ahead and refresh. We're gonna get this video rolling.
No, we ain't.
Hey, oh man. Hey, BB, what you think your honest like prediction for the schedule is?
Oh, I already said that. It's 8-4.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
All right, let me go ahead and try this one more time.
Who your losses thinking?
Everybody.
TTY, that's y'all.
All right, let's
I
try
said
this.
Georgia, LSU.
Y'all gonna think I sound crazy. I know y'all gonna think I'm tripping. I just want to say this real quick.
Let me go ahead and refresh that one too. Hopefully this thing will stop playing. Yeah, this restream gonna make me mess around and get rid of it.
Real quick.
Because when I was using StreamYard, they didn't give me no problems playing these videos now.
I 110% believe with all.
Well,
crazy. I know y'all gonna think I'm. Just want to say this real quick.
All right, let me just pause it. Hopefully it'll catch up. So my guy say he's 110% sure that y'all going 12-0. Now, obviously, drinking the Kool-Aid is one thing, but what do y'all let me know in the chat? This man Kool-Aid had to be mixed with liquor. It had to be a high percent liquor too. It can't be just one of them little bottom shelves.
He was drunk early.
What kind of liquor do you think this man mixes Kool-Aid with before he made this video? What kind of liquor you think Josh Prey was drinking when he said that this season the Florida Gators are going 12-0? Something strong. Maybe Kool-Aid and Hennessy sound nasty, but maybe my guy mixed some Hennessy and Kool-Aid.
Man.
See, that's what I'm talking about. This restream got to stop playing.
Hey, TCU, I got a question for you.
Yeah, what's your question?
Since you're doing the whole Prey video today, because it's Gator night, on Monday when you do Kane Day, you gonna do the Wolf video from Spaces?
I don't think his video is YouTube appropriate.
That had me rolling too. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, I thought it was crazy. If I play it, I would definitely have to play it probably halfway, maybe at the end of the live.
Yeah, you're probably right.
He was saying a lot of curse. He was cussing a lot.
You'd probably definitely get a strike. Yeah, you're right. I thought it was hilarious stuff too. That thing was. Him and Prey.
Y'all gonna think I sound crazy. I know y'all gonna think I'm tripping. I just want to say this real quick.
See, I don't know what the deal is with I don't know what the deal is with this app. I was
doing this to you the other day too when you was trying to watch.
I 110% believe without.
Yeah, it's like this thing works when it wants to.
On my heart, without a shadow of a doubt, that the Florida Gators.
Amazing. All right, restream, count your days. I'm gonna find a different app to basically broadcast with. Since y'all want to play.
Yeah, when you're gonna go undefeated this year. We gonna beat Utah.
Let me see. Yeah, let me stop sharing. So, what I'll do is I'll put the link to that video. It's on Twitter. I'll put the link to that video in the description at the end of this video, at the end of this live. So, for those of y'all that wants to see it and wants to see this man put out 2 minutes of straight Gator delusion, you'll be able to see it. Also, there's a video on the channel, Gators 12-0 video, if you want to see the reaction that we did to that video. But man, off season, for the Gators, pretty much it's all injuries. It's all injuries. That's all that's coming out of their camp. Injuries, and there's not too much upsides coming from their practice. Everything is being done lightly. They're trying their best to go into this season because they're short on depth. They're short on veteran, senior guys, junior guys. Most of their guys are young, sophomore or freshmen. That's what they're, heavily relying on this year on offense and defense. That's why they're considered to be probably going to be one of the worst teams in the SEC this year. They're not looking. They're not looking to make any splash on the field this year. If the Gators could get out of this season with 5 or 6 wins, that's pretty much what everybody is predicting. So it wouldn't be no surprise. But the upcoming season, with all the recruits that they're bringing in, because if you look at their class, they're bringing in a lot of talent, especially at linebacker and on the defensive side of the ball also. They still have a couple of targets that they're going after at the safety position and corner and stuff like that. But as far as their defensive side of the ball, recruiting-wise, they're getting some good top-notch players, blue-chip players.
Yeah, I think they got 4 blue-chip linebackers committed already.
Yeah, so the upcoming season, we'll start to see more of the guys that Billy Napier's, recruited. Obviously, he's a phenomenal recruiter. Not quite sure if it's his charisma or it's the money that Florida's offering, because it's a lot of money being put out on the floor right now.
Yeah, money. Yeah.
Waiting for them to bounce. Speaking of money, in that Florida State situation.
Here we go. I knew that was coming. I thought I had 2 Wednesday to prepare for that.
What's the deal with that? Is there any truth behind that video? Those 2 videos that he made. Is there actually a recruit that's telling on Florida State? Because he said the guy that's getting paid by Florida State isn't even a commit.
Yeah, that's what he said. But here's the thing, though. Logically wise, let's break down what he said. He said he got actual proof because he saw the bank statements on dude's phone or whatever, right? Okay, if you were getting bank statements, getting paid, it sure wouldn't say Florida State University on them bank statements. So let's be real clear. That don't make much sense from what he's saying.
No, it's definitely never gonna say that. It's gonna be from one of your bagsmen, from one of your,
But let's be real though.
Boosters.
I mean, we have collectors. I mean, there's the Battles In. There's a lot of stuff that could be possibly true. But I mean, I call bullshit on it. But it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean it's tough, man. Do I believe that schools are paying kids under the table and behind the scenes? Of course.
Yeah.
But it's not too often that you would see a kid getting paid with just airing himself out. Because not only if you air out the university and hey, they're paying me, but you're also messing up your eligibility.
Right. Well, and I think he was kind of trying to make this connection that, he brought up things about hitting Lester and hitting KJ Bolden. So obviously we're dropping bags, blah, blah, blah. Another thing that makes it hard for me to believe is that every Florida fan, every Miami fan in the world has told me over the past 2 years that Florida State broke and we ain't got no money. So it's hard for me to believe that we're doing that because we broke. Ain't got no money.
That's partially true.
Ain't got no money. We broke. So it's hard for me to say that we would pay players because we ain't got no money. We broke.
I mean, y'all are a state-funded school, so
exactly. We broke. We could not. So that's how it's lies.
Any money that comes through Florida State, other than what comes through the state, is is basically offered up or donated by the boosters.
Yeah. But we
So
ain't got no rich folk that live in
if
Tallahassee.
there is
Or no,
somebody that's dropping money in this kid's account every 2 weeks, it's definitely a booster.
it could be.
It's
It could be.
definitely somebody that wants him on that team badly, and they will do anything to get him.
We don't even know who this player is though. And then two, it could be some car dealership salesman, man. I don't know.
I mean, think about it though. If I'm a car dealership salesman or whatever, I'm a Florida State alumni or I'm a Florida State fan, and I'm dropping a kid that I want to go to Florida State some money, guess what? Florida State's not going to get in trouble for it. The kid
Exactly.
is. The kid is. Because Florida State could just say they're not connected to this guy. They're not connected to this booster. They didn't give this booster any, red light, green lights, or anything like that to go even give the kid any money.
But that's the whole deal with NIL now. Like there's no.
I find it hard to believe that with Florida State trying so hard to get out of the grant of rights, that they would actually, be giving money, putting money into other things. I think they would be counting up all their nickels and pennies and dimes in their sofa.
Like I said, you watch dude's videos. Some of the stuff he says don't make logical sense.
Oh,
So
man.
it
DVP
is
in
what
the
it is.
building.
I mean, and he a Bama fan, and we took KJ possibly from him and Lester, so he kind of sounds salty in the videos. So I mean, it is what it is. I ain't mad
Red,
at him.
Red Morgan. That's
That
that's
3-star
tough.
Connor, yeah, it's tough. He's right. It's tough.
You know what's funny to me? Florida fans, they've been up and at it about 4 stars, 3 stars, and everything like that. And every now and then I see them go battle toe for toe for a 3 star. Every now and then I see a 4 star or flip from them when they go after the 3 stars. And it's always a narrative with Florida Gators, sometimes Florida State fans too,
Yeah,
especially this off season.
sometimes Miami fans too.
We don't want these 3 stars. We don't want these 3 stars. Ha 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 ha! Look at Miami getting all these 3 stars, and then boom, 3 star commits to the Gators. Boom, 3 star commits to Florida State, and all of a sudden, this is the best 3 star we ever seen. He's arguably a 5 star.
That's everybody's narrative. No, I agree with you. I mean, same thing with when a player legitimately picks a team over the other team, and then like, oh, we ain't really going after him no more. We backed off, blah blah blah, type deal. Now, if they legitimately did, that's fine, but like the hat wouldn't be on the table if you wouldn't,
No,
still in the race at some point.
now, obviously, at this moment, 247 Sports, the Gators got the number 3 class in the country.
They do, yeah. They
I
got a
think
good class.
Georgia's won, which Georgia's lost a couple players over the past couple weeks too.
Yeah, I
They
think.
got flipped. They're flipping from Georgia to other places.
Yep.
So
Ohio
Ohio State is number
State,
2,
yep.
and the Gators are 3, and Florida State is no longer number 4. They're number 5 now.
That's
Ever
right. Yeah.
since Alabama flipped that one player from them.
That's right. Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah.
they're number 5 on the list since Red basically flipped.
That's tough. That's tough.
Now I keep trying to tell people it's early.
Long way to go.
National Signing Day is what's really going to be the difference, because I know there's plenty of guys that Miami's missing on right now, because obviously they got to prove that 5 and 7 and new coordinators, they got a lot to prove on the field. They got to showcase what it is that they got. But with guys like, Florida, I kind of think some of those flips are going to come during the season, because most of the guys that they're bringing on and they're getting a commit and this, that, and the third is because Florida's putting up the bag. Florida's putting up the bag. They're not scared. Money don't make money. That was Billy's
Breach.
That was Billy's little motto. So I don't think some of those players that he got right now, I don't think they're gonna stick. Because when they see what's going on in the season, it's gonna be hard to want to play for that team, to be honest. Now, obviously, some of those players will stick because they will see weakness in that team and they can see, potentially going in there and playing early, or possibly getting on the field and getting out of there, 3 years or so.
Yeah, but several of them players are being recruited by Florida State and Miami too. So you're telling me that if Florida is 4-8. And Miami's 8-4, and Florida State's 10-2. Them ain't gonna flip and come up north a little bit, or go down south a little bit.
It all depends on how they were recruited. It also depends on who you guys are bringing in.
Oh, I'm
Because
going Miami's way.
if you're
I
if
know
you're
the
if you're heavy at some of those positions that most of those guys will flip from, then they're definitely not gonna go to either Miami or Florida State.
You might be
They'll
right.
probably go out of the country. I mean, go out of the state. I said country. They'll probably go out of the state. Probably more likely SEC, one of those SEC teams. Now, speaking of SEC, Texas, they're loading up on talent. Oklahoma's loading up on talent. Obviously, they're going to come into the SEC next year. So, if the
Okay, let's
Gators,
talk about Texas for a minute.
right, I'm gonna get into that but the Gators though, if they don't load up on talent now and get the ball rolling now, when Texas and Oklahoma come in, it's gonna be a travesty for them.
Okay, so I somewhat agree with you, but at the same time, though, Texas has been recruiting at a high level forever, and they still ain't done enough with it. So we'll see.
I think Sarkisian is finally putting the puzzle together over there. I think they're gonna come on into the SEC, come in strong. I kind of see them coming in, kind of like how Texas A&M did and how Missouri did.
Right.
Hopefully for them, they don't just fall off the face of the earth after a while.
Difference though is Texas A&M had a generational quarterback.
True, but
But at the same time,
Texas is coming in too.
Texas they should have a generational quarterback, but we don't know yet.
Yeah, because they got Manning. They got Manning coming in.
Played it down in college football yet, so we don't know. We'll see.
Right, but rightfully so. He'll be pretty much coming in to, let's just say, compared to the Florida Gators. They got Graham Mertz this year.
No, I agree. Texas is in a better spot. I'm just saying, over the last, 20 years, roughly, Texas has recruited at a high level, but they ain't been able to put it together. And they was playing in the Big 12 where they owned that conference, and they were still having troubles. So
I just think with the way the situation is going with the quarterback room at the Gators, I think Texas could come on in there and challenge a team like the Gators.
Oh, I agree with you. I think they'll whoop up on quite a few SEC teams, Florida included. I just don't know about them.
Because this season Texas played Alabama. Last year they played them. They almost beat them.
I know. I got Texas +7.
I'm more than certain that they can actually beat Alabama. So, but the game's got to be played.
Make me some money.
But if they could pull off a win against Alabama, they're gonna come in here strong. They're gonna come in the SEC strong.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean,
so
Alabama
I think
quarterback.
If Billy don't get that quarterback room, ready, and he do got a good quarterback coming in the 2024 class, and a DJ Lagwell, 5-star guy. I'm still not sold on DJ. I'm still not sold on the whole 5-star thing because I didn't see his performance at the Elite 11, and I must say it was absolutely atrocious.
I think he
came in dead last. Dead last.
Oh, it was dead last? Yeah.
Dead last.
Yeah,
and then, of course, all these guys that does these rankings, whether it's 0-3, 247 Sports, and all of them, they like, oh man, let's change the narrative a little bit. Let's make him not be the last guy on the list because all of us rated him as a 5-star and we were totally wrong on our evaluations. So let's just put him at number 9 instead of number 11.
You're probably right on that. That's probably exactly what happened.
But when it first came out, based on performance and everything, numbers, all that went down that day, he was 20th on the list of 20.
Yeah, his ranking was not good at all. He looked horrible. That's why I said a minute ago, I don't know if I ain't sold on him yet either. I don't know. Just because you're a 5-star don't mean you're going to come out balling and be a generational quarterback. There's been a lot of 5-stars that didn't amount to shit.
Yeah. I mean, quarterback is a tough position.
Right.
I've seen a lot of highly rated quarterbacks go straight to the shitter.
A lot of 3-star quarterbacks end up being great and going to the NFL and have a long career too. So,
Miami took a transfer from Ohio State, and we all saw where that went. I'm not even trying to mention kid's name. Yeah, but we thought he was going to be one of those it factors because he was considered a 5-star.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But hey, man, Gators got a lot to work with this year.
Like I told you, I got to see that offensive line do something, or it's gonna be a long year for them to keep.
Now, obviously, there's plenty of Gator fans that I've seen. They've basically thrown this season in the garbage. Vegas got them at a 5.5 over and under. They see the writing on the wall. Most of the teams that they're playing this year has an even stronger roster than they do. You
Mm-hmm.
know, they got a lot more experience, a lot more, talent and everything like that. So being in the SEC, when you look at certain teams that's on their schedule, obviously you could say, okay, this game might be a toss-up. They might be equal in talent, like a Missouri or a Vanderbilt, or maybe even a South Carolina. But when you look at the top heavy teams right now, like a Tennessee,
Mm-hmm.
LSU, those kind of teams, Georgia, nobody in their right mind can say that I could see the Florida Gators pulling an upset or I could see them actually beating this team. I think even at this point, Kentucky is even taking a bigger leap than Florida has.
I would say the same thing about Missouri as well.
I want to say the whole going into the transfer portal and finding a quarterback, Billy, I graded him as a F, straight failure. Of all the quarterbacks to go into the portal and grab, he went and grabbed Grammars, which I think is an absolute failure.
I think I told you that day that was that you did a video on that. I told you that was the worst quarterback you could have took or something like that. Because you did a live on that day or something like that, or around that time frame.
Now, come to think about it, around the time when they picked Graham Mertz up out of the transfer portal, I should have actually looked at what was left in there, who was in there at the time, to see if he had better options. Because I don't see how
I
you
want
look at
to say,
what Grant.
Mertz was taken before Sam Hartman was taken.
I think Billy's trying to hang his nuts on this one. I go in the portal and grab me the worst guy, and then bring him over here and try to make him look like he's a superstar. So now I look like I'm a quarterback guru. I'm an excellent talent evaluator. I could develop players, that kind of thing. I think that's the strategy he's using on this one.
If it
Because
was,
I can't come up with a smarter response to why he would go in there and get a Graham Mertz.
if it works, he'll look like a genius. If it don't, you're gonna
Now,
look.
obviously, he don't have a defense, a Georgia caliber defense where you can see Kirby Smart use a walk-on quarterback in a Stetson Bennett and still win 2 national championships because the defense is stellar. We know that Florida don't have a stellar defense. They're questionable at a lot of positions. Their linebacker groups are young. Their defensive line is young. Their safeties are non-existent, and they got maybe 1 or 2 guys at corner. So this year
But
it's like
that's not an excuse because in 2021, Florida State was the youngest team in all of college football, and we still got tore up from the floor up, and people still did they talking. So it comes with it, It's your turn now.
now I think if Vegas would allow me to, bet on a team that I know for certain would not go 12-0, I would put all that money on Florida.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
I would literally go and take my whole life savings and put it on Florida.
I think that's what Prey was trying to say.
Yeah, because he said the total opposite of what I just said.
I know, but I think that's what he was really trying to say deep down inside.
Now, can you imagine how many Florida Gator fans actually watched that video and said, you know what? This guy is right. We are going 12-0, even though we've never been undefeated our whole life, our whole existence.
I think there's more than you think.
Florida won 3 national championships, and not once have they been undefeated.
No, not even with the great Tim Tebow, it wasn't undefeated.
They never went through a whole actual season undefeated. I don't know what that feels like.
Neither do I.
I don't know what that feels like. Man, that's tough.
That might have been your best. That's tough ever.
Man. So with all the stuff that going on in their camps, I ain't gonna lie, I seen some stuff from Florida State camps too. Now,
Now I see some stuff in Miami camp too. Now let's not play that.
all I
This
know is them boys ain't out there catching them kicks.
I don't know what you talking about. This Friday.
I see them fumbling kicks, kicking the kick. The kick don't even
Hey.
get catch. It hit the floor. Then the guy accidentally kicks it again.
Come on now.
I'm seeing all the videos
Don't
now.
start now. Don't start now, because Miami over there looking like y'all the Water Boys team. Don't play now.
Man, Florida Trucker, what's going on, man? Florida Trucker, the link is in the chat. We just been murdering your Gators for the last almost hour now. y'all ain't got no legal representation in here. BB came in, but I think he probably had some,
He
some
sounded
issue.
He sounded busy.
Yeah, it sounded like he had his hand full. He said Waterboy team.
I can't remember the team of in that movie, man.
Man, it's gonna be a tough year for them Gators, man. Like I said, most of their fans already threw this season in the trash. See, as a Miami fan, we got a lot to look forward to because ain't no way in hell we could be worse than last year. So everything this year is gonna be very entertaining to watch.
Oh yeah, mine is gonna be a lot better.
It's gonna be very entertaining. Y'all got a lot of hopes flying on this season too, so y'all got something to watch.
Hey,
but the Gators,
I ain't talking no smack. I just gave you a legitimate, no sideways out my mouth compliment. Y'all gonna be a lot better than y'all was last year.
All I can say, man.
Don't twist it on me now. Look,
20.
I gave you a legit compliment now.
I'm gonna make a bold prediction right now.
Here we go.
And I'm gonna say it straight up. 2024, if not 2024, 25, Billy Napier will be fired. Florida Trucker, what's going on?
What's happening, my boy?
Man, I just made a bold prediction. I want your thoughts, man. Your signal sound unstable. Yeah, you sound like you ain't got no signal. Yeah, but I could see 24 or 25. I want to say 25. Maybe halfway through 25, I could see Billy Napier getting fired.
At the latest 26, because they might give him some time to get the class in and get it going.
I think right now the only thing that he could probably hang his hat on is recruiting, because he is recruiting phenomenally. I can hate on him all I want, but at the end of the day, they're recruiting at a high level.
This class, if it finishes in the top 5, would be one of the best classes they've had in a long time.
But the schedule ain't scheduling for them basically, because they're gonna take a lot of L's, and if you know recruiting, kids like to go where they're winning.
They do.
It's only so much money you can offer them.
There's 3 of us in the state. The other 2, they're gladly probably try and take you if you're good enough to play on the team.
Yeah, because like I said, bold prediction, but I think Billy will be fired either at the end of the 24 or halfway through the 25.
Yeah, because let's just go ahead and say it right now, they're gonna be under 500 again this year.
Oh, they will.
So he got to do something next year to even keep his job, to go in the tournament.
Florida Trucker, what's good with you?
Chilling, man. These mountains, man. What's good? What's the ball prediction, man?
Bold prediction, by the end of 24 or maybe midway through 25, Billy will be fired.
Shit, why you so worried about my program firing the coach, man? When y'all got Cristobal down there looking like a duck, man. Come on, man.
Cristobal going into the second year now.
Look, he said looking like a duck.
Billy going into the second year, but them schedule ain't scheduling.
Come on, man. Now y'all want us, y'all wanted us to rep our goddamn schedule up. Now we do that now. Come on, man. We can't win with y'all Canes, man.
Y'all ain't got no choice.
Win with y'all Canes, bro.
Y'all ain't got no choice with that schedule, though.
Hey, you better hope Florida stay on bum ass, whole DCF ass don't leave the conference. Because y'all don't know where y'all going if they leave. Ain't nobody talking about replacing Miami nowhere. Y'all gonna be stuck like Chuck.
Listen, if Miami
No
leads
Florida
the
State.
ACC right
Florida State
now,
1 foot
we
in, 1
would
foot
have
out. You know
no
they ass.
problem.
You know they ass, bro.
Miami would have no problem finding a new
That's why we is
destination.
broke.
Man, y'all broke, man. Y'all
I
goddamn.
know it's what I'm saying.
Y'all
We are
doing the
broke.
most. Y'all doing the most to goddamn get these kids, man.
We are
And on the
poor.
cool,
We
and check
broke.
this
We
out
got no
though.
money.
But check this out though, my boy. Hey, I bet KJ Bolden still leave.
He might. I mean, we broke. We ain't got no money. We ain't got no money. He probably right.
Man,
Where you
that boy about to
think
bounce out
he
that
going?
motherfucker.
We ain't got
He
no
gonna
money. He
either
probably right.
he gonna go with his cousin up there, Ohio State, or he going to Georgia or Bama.
Because we ain't got no money. You right.
I
We
kept
broke.
saying Ohio State from the jump.
I think he's gonna flip to Auburn or Georgia.
Yeah, it's probably more likely to Auburn.
Man, hell no.
It's
His
a
ass gonna go to
bad.
Thanksgiving. He gonna go to Thanksgiving. They gonna pass his ass a fat turkey bag full of something. His
I
ass gonna say, I'm
guarantee
going
you.
up north.
I guarantee you what they're gonna do. They're gonna wait closer towards National Signing Day. They're gonna continue to recruit him, and then close to National Signing Day, they're gonna ask him, "What's that bag number?"
But see, but look, this is the thing though, right? All right, Florida State got a little, they getting a little momentum on the trail or whatever, right? Like I told you a few weeks ago before that little recruiting shit kicked off, right? This is they make it or break it year. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
If they don't hit that playoff this year, oh, it's over with. It's over with.
They're not going
All them high hopes and dreams is over with. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all
I
know
don't
that.
think so.
It's the best team y'all done had in a while.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Potentially.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. This probably one of the worst skated teams y'all had in a while because y'all are mad young.
Hell
That's
no.
tough.
Last year, bro. Hell no.
Hey, Trucker,
Hell no.
you going with Prey on the 12-0 for the Gators?
Hell no. I'm realistic, Hey, I can cuss.
Go ahead.
How
I
realistic?
already been cussing.
How
Hell
realistic
no.
is realistic?
Don't worry about us, man. Hey, don't worry about us, dog. What Florida State gonna do?
Asking, bro. I'm just asking.
Hell no. What we look like? I know we're gonna beat Florida State. You dig?
Okay. Hey, you might.
Goddamn, y'all quarterback, so y'all trying to Spencer Bennett. Y'all wait to the chip. Y'all ain't shit. Chris Weekend to that motherfucker. But y'all motherfuckers got rental car quarterbacks, man. Y'all need to stop that shit. I know I might be right. I know what time it is. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what time it is too. Y'all gonna lose.
You talking about quarterback? You talking about quarterback?
I wouldn't talk about no quarterbacks right now. Y'all better get a quarterback first.
Hey, we got the Graham.
Y'all better get a quarterback first.
Graham Cracker Mertz.
Graham hurts my damn leg. Hurts my damn leg. I can't play this game.
That man goddamn. Listen, man, his job is easy as shit. His job is way easier than Wisconsin. He ain't gotta make all them crazy ass throws. He just need to make the throws Anthony Richardson couldn't make last year. And goddamn, we going over that 5.5.
How you gonna throw the ball? Period. Y'all can't even protect him for more than a second and a half.
Man, we gonna run it down, man. We gonna run it down y'all throat like we did it last year, man. Pause, no homo.
Scout team defense running on his ass already.
Man, what you been at our practice?
You damn right. Wait. I'm videotaping that shit. I'm videotaping that shit. That's right. I'm videotaping that shit.
Oh, this Jen I bet the money with. Yeah, Jen.
I'm trying to get that Bill Belichick ass on it.
Hey, Jen, what we bet, dog? Me and you bet something last time we spoke, but I just don't remember.
I don't remember what it is either, but you remind me. I'll remember now.
I think it's first week. I think goddamn Florida, Utah.
Oh, that's right.
LSU. Yeah.
That's right. We did. That's right. How much was it?
I'm gonna let you call it again. Hey, you call out the bet. Hey, you see what I know how I do. I'm good money. Hey. I'm good money. You know what I'm talking about?
The Florida State fans are saying that their third string quarterback is better than Graham Mertz.
Hey, third string quarterback.
Yeah, that's tough.
It was a motherfucking lie. Y'all was goddamn talking about replacing Jordan Travis a year or two ago. Come on, man. Y'all need to stop that shit, man.
That's a long ass time.
Hey, listen, y'all have one decent season. Y'all too tough, man. Y'all be forgetting where I came from, man.
Hey, real talk.
Damn, bro.
They forgot that Jordan Travis.
They forgot where they came from.
Travis almost lost his job. He almost lost his job to 1 foot Milton.
That's right. Almost did.
Come on, man.
You're right.
Come on, man. Y'all need to stop that shit. Now he the second coming of goddamn Lamar Jackson. Come on, bro. Come on, every time to hear that ignorant ass shit. No, I'm talking about.
They say Napier got Mertz because nobody wanted to play quarterback for y'all.
Shit, maybe so. Maybe so, dog. You know what I'm talking about? I know you ain't talking goddamn T2Y.
I'm
Boy,
just
they say
reading
y'all look
comments,
terrible
bro.
down there, bitch. Hey,
Listen,
they say y'all boys look terrible down there, man.
don't hit me
Hey,
with
Goddamn,
that,
I told you.
the new recruits coming in outshining the old ones. Used to brag about Restrepo. They say, goddamn, he tutoring his replacement right now, man. Boy,
Get him.
y'all trash as fuck.
Get him.
It ain't our fault. We recruiting up. We getting talent. We
It
getting
is,
talent
bro.
on top of talent.
I'm clowning. I'm clowning. Listen,
We bringing in
I remember
recruits.
all the lies I
We
said
bringing in
last
guys
season,
that
dog.
can come in and make an impact right away. It ain't my fault. Y'all went in there and got the worst quarterback that was
Hey,
in the
them kids, listen, them kids don't even know the playbook, but they better than that shit was already on the roster, bro. And it's that shit y'all bragged about would have whooped us last year. Bro, we smoking on y'all dumb ass next year. Oh my God. That shit gonna be, you two gonna be lit, man. You know I gotta come on this motherfucker talking shit. I'm talking this shit a whole, 13, 14 months ahead. You know what I'm talking about? Shit, y'all moving, man. Y'all know goddamn Mark Fletcher. Y'all said he the next goddamn Derrick Henry, man. Y'all smoking Flocka again, man. Come on, man. Y'all,
You talking about the same Mark Fletcher that Billy Napier would have sold his soul to get?
Hell no, motherfucker. Hey, look, check this out, though.
Going out of his way trying to get
Hey, well, check this out, though. G good, dog. I ain't gonna hate on G. You know what I'm talking about? But check this out, though. We straight ain't running back up here. Y'all boy down there looking like motherfucking, man. Y'all look like buns, man.
He right about that.
Hey, the freshman outshining. Hey, Don Chaney, he fragile. You know what I'm talking about? And Parrish, he a C, he average. Chris Johnson ain't about to hit the field. They say he too light in the ass. Come on, man.
I ain't talking, but the only thing y'all can depend on is Montreal and ETN. Other than that, y'all ain't got no offense.
Hey, we gonna see, cuz. We sure gonna see. Hey, we gonna see, my boy.
Y'all offensive line is absolutely atrocious.
How you gonna call offensive line atrocious? Y'all starting a freshman. Y'all saying y'all sold your soul for a freshman, cuz. Come on, man.
You talking about a freshman that y'all would have died for.
Y'all was
willing to kill to get him. We talking about. Let's not forget. Let's not forget. Let's not forget. Y'all went out of y'all way. Y'all went out of y'all way trying
once
to
his brother went to Miami, we already know what time it was, bro.
Y'all went out of y'all way to make this man his own flavor of pancakes.
Come on, bro. Check this out, my boy. Listen, bro. We straight on the line, bro. We averaging way more yards per game rushing that motherfucker than y'all ever will, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Boy, y'all, hey, look, Miami, that shit did, bro. Y'all about to get beat. Y'all about to get beat by 30. Y'all about to get beat by 30 again by Florida State, and then we gonna fuck around and beat the Bulls.
Every player on y'all roster on that
42,
defense.
Truck. It was 42 by 42.
Almost every player on y'all roster on that defense.
Hey, Trucker, for real though, what's our bet so I know exactly?
You said 50 because each game. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember exactly what we bet. That's what I'm trying to ask you.
LSU, DCF school, and the Mighty Gators versus the fucking Fighting Utes. You know what I'm talking about?
So I got Utah, you got Florida, and I got Florida State, and you got LSU.
Yeah, you already know what time it is.
All right, bet. Just make clear. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Let me know this. Other than Jason Marshall on that defense, who do y'all got? Because everybody else is mid.
Who we got on defense?
They mid. How they mid? So if he too wide, they mid. How we got this shit funny? They mid. So y'all don't even know who y'all other cornerback is, but we know who our cornerback. We know who our starter is.
Which one of y'all safeties should anybody?
Our safety's young. We know our safety's young.
So if I say y'all safeties is mid, I can say that.
How they mid?
That's the only position Miami. That's the only position Miami behind it. It's safety. Linebackers is mid. The line, I don't know. Ain't producing no pressure.
So I ain't seen.
We can't hear you, baby.
Hey, check this out, dog. Y'all don't know who y'all quarterbacks is. Y'all got them. Hey, y'all defensive line ain't getting no sacks. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all linebackers 5'10", 210. Well, y'all defense mid.
Man, y'all whole
So
defense
who
worse
your
than the
second?
NBA.
Who started next to Brown at corner?
We got options. We got
That's
competition.
mid. You got that's mid. That's
We got
mid.
competition
That's
going on right
mid.
now.
Mid. That's mid.
Who started that
Porter can start
linebacker?
on the other
Who
side.
gonna start next to
Richard
my goal
can start on the
linebacker?
other
Yeah.
side.
It's mid. It's mid.
Like I said, Porter can start on the other side. Richards can start on the
Yeah,
other
that
side.
sound that don't sound right.
Davis can start on the other side. We got options.
Well, we got to know who our starters is.
Y'all,
Taylor Marshall.
well, y'all
You
options
don't
damn
know.
terrible.
Man, stop it.
Oh,
Our corner's
that,
better than your whole secondary. Our corner's better than
you
y'all.
only got one corner.
You don't have them.
You got two corners that are banged up.
Hey, Jakeem Jackson
What
gotta go to
that
Miami
means
and
to
start.
what? And they still better than what you got.
Jason Marshall right now, he's hurt.
Jackson Marshall ain't on the corner we got.
Then
That's
y'all
why we can afford them to have them out.
Devin Moore hurt.
You
That's
must
I
forgot
know
we
we
don't
still
got
got
G
another 2
Jackson.
bro.
You think we got? You must don't know we got Deshaun Johnson. We got Jalen Moore,
Who?
Sharif Denson. You say who?
Hey,
You keep
all them names,
You
hey,
talking
all
about
them
these
names
guys
started
that ain't
Miami.
never touched the field in college yet? That's
Come
what we
on, bro.
talking about?
Oh, the season
Jalen
down.
Kimbrell go to
Oh, the
Miami and
season
start.
better.
Hey, Jalen
Exactly.
Kimbrell go to Miami and start, bro. Jakeem Jackson go
Both
down
of
there and
them.
start. John Johnson will probably go
We
down there and
talking
start, bro.
about
Y'all
we
not gonna
talking
be able to
about
play
corners
man to
that y'all
man
want.
time this
Talking
year.
about guys that ain't proved nothing yet.
Listen, Miami. Listen, y'all got proven bums, bro. Y'all can't play no man to man on the outside, bro. Y'all haven't been able to do that in 2-3 years, dog.
Man, I'm sorry, but y'all ain't got no player on y'all defensive line that's proven anything. That even most of them are
That's a
freshmen.
lot.
Y'all
Princely.
talking about
I don't know what you
freshmen
talking
right now.
about.
Y'all talking
What you
about
mean,
Sharif.
Princely?
Sharif just came in there. He ain't even touched the field yet.
Man, all I just supposed to go to Miami and wreck shit. Probably no
Y'all got
start.
all these
That's
Y'all
all
freshmen.
we
depleted down
saying.
there.
That's
Y'all
all
so
we saying.
depleted.
We just saying
Y'all got all these
our young
freshmen, all
corners can
these
go
young
to
players
y'all
that ain't
school
done
and
nothing
play
yet.
right now. They gonna
I
play
wouldn't be
right
Hell
now.
yeah.
these players that y'all telling me are
Cause
so great. I
y'all
wouldn't be
can't
surprised
even
if they
name
still
nobody else in
virgins.
y'all secondary next to Alon Brown. Y'all don't
Hey,
know.
hey,
Y'all
only
don't even
people
have
ain't know.
no idea.
Hey, look, only motherfuckers ain't know in their secondary is the safeties. James
That's
Williams and
all they
Kitchens, and
know.
that's it. That's
That's
it.
it. And Brown ain't all that. He been getting Boston practice from what I see.
Oh,
Come
you
on, bro.
talking about
Hey, man, tell him
them
something,
great
dog.
defending plays? Man, come on.
Tell him
Man,
something.
Brown got it.
Come on now.
Man, our freshmen
It ain't my fault we
are
going
better than
vertical.
y'all cornerback
It ain't
room.
my
Our
fault we going
freshmen are
vertical,
better.
but your team is so banged up that y'all got to throw immediate passes. Y'all got to
Guess
throw
what?
short
Who
passes.
told you? Okay, so you know our practice?
I've seen it.
You know
I've
our
heard the
practice?
reports. I've heard all the
Okay,
reports.
so you heard it, but you didn't hear my
You heard,
Isaiah
hey,
going
In
deep.
order
you
for me
hear
to
about,
talk about y'all,
He didn't
in
hear
order
about
for me
my
to talk
Isaiah
about
going
y'all, I
deep.
got to do my research. I've been seeing all your beat writers writing about your team.
Hey, well, you must didn't see that then.
I see
hey,
all the stuff
hey,
that's coming out of y'all practice. I got the
hey, you
whole
want,
article.
So it was all short. It was all short.
All immediate.
Yeah, BD is short,
hey,
right?
Immediate and
go
short
to
pass.
Kane Fest and give us a report,
I
man.
guess Monzel going 80
Y'all
yards for a
said
touchdown. That's a short pass, I guess. That
according
was
to
a
y'all
Hey,
kept
Chris
it
Hall
short and
scored. Hey,
immediate
Chris
because
Hall
y'all
scored
was scared
too.
of injury.
Hey, Chris Hall scored too.
Yeah, I know that, but you know that
I
it's
know
a
So
you
short
know.
young.
I
pass.
know
This
you
Though.
know. I
team,
know you
this
know.
Gator team so young, y'all
But
scared the players actually getting injured.
what you mean?
Like
We
your
know we young.
quarterback,
That's why we
your
play.
best,
All
your
our
best,
young players
your
playing.
best wide receiver, they barely ever play him because they don't
Who
want him to
pissed
get
off?
injured.
We don't. He don't need to play. We know what we gonna get from him.
Why they ain't let him play? Because they don't want him to risk
Cause
getting
we
injured.
don't need
They know
to.
y'all are depleted. Y'all ain't got no
How we
depth.
depleted?
Man, we
What
trying to
we
develop.
need?
We trying to
I
develop
So
the
looked
people
at y'all
behind them,
roster.
dog. You ever heard?
we
Hey,
can.
listen.
Hey,
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 look.
Trucker, don't tell him nothing. Don't tell him nothing. Just keep thinking
I
we
got you.
hurt.
Hey,
We
look.
hurt.
It's a word. It's a word that's not in Miami vocabulary. Development. They don't develop
No,
shit.
they don't know nothing about that. As we can
Miami don't
see.
develop shit. Y'all
Man,
don't develop nothing,
you can
dog.
look down your injury report. All your players,
You keep talking about an injury report. Go ahead and keep reading to the injury report.
all them jumping with these minor and AC. How you tell your
Yeah.
ACL walking to the sideline?
See that? See that? There you go. Just speak.
Somebody in the chat, please explain to me how you tear your ACL walking
So,
to
so we
the
go
sideline.
from ACL test to the DN from receiving.
Hey, Hurricane Miller, you a motherfucking liar. You better go look at them goddamn draft boards, man. Y'all don't develop shit. A lot of y'all players get to the league and
Stop,
get
man.
better, cuz. Come on, man. Stop doing
Exactly.
that shit, boy.
Oh,
Come on,
Exactly.
man.
I mean, we do
Y'all
develop
delusional,
more
dog.
defensive ends than y'all.
Nah, no, y'all don't. Stop it.
Hell
That's how you
no. No,
didn't
y'all
see it.
don't.
Stop it.
No,
You over
y'all
there.
don't.
You can only
All right,
name Russo and
This
Phillips
ain't
from the last couple of years.
this
That's
ain't
all you
this
can
is not
name.
the 90s. This is not the
oh, so
90s and the early
we just
2000s.
gonna
That
That's
shit is
all you
dead.
can name.
so we just gonna skip over
We
my
can go
boy that
back
went.
2012 and keep going.
So we just gonna skip over my boy that went over to the Steelers.
What? Who?
Hey, y'all need to
We
feed
don't
that
know
boy
who you're talking
Moss,
about.
cuz. Moss look terrible out there, man.
We
Moss
don't
about
know who you're
212.
talking about.
Trying to
My
call
boy
himself a
Roche.
goddamn pasta.
Quincy Roche. We don't
Yeah,
even
he's
know
still
who
in the
still
Steelers.
was
He's
even
still in
in
the
the
league right
league.
now.
Who knew that though?
Y'all tripping, bro. Y'all know that team is young. Y'all know damn
Man,
well.
but okay, you knew Florida team was young, but what that mean, right? That don't mean
Now
nothing, right?
I'm talking about y'all
That
right
is
now. I'm
mid.
saying y'all know
Oh
that team
yeah.
y'all got right now. They young.
Oh, we know we young, but because we young don't
Y'all
mean
know
we
right
ain't
now
ready.
with the injuries to the players that y'all do got injured.
You keep okay. So TTY. So when they play week one, they was still hurt.
Let me ask you this: if Jason Marshall don't come out
So what makes
at
you say Jason
100%,
Marshall not playing?
if Jason Marshall don't come out 100% this season, y'all gonna
We
look
in
crazy.
trouble?
Yeah, y'all in
We in
trouble.
trouble?
He the
Okay, I
heartbeat of
love it.
y'all defense.
Who told
I
you
love
he's
that,
the
man. I
heartbeat of
love it.
our defense? Who told you this?
He's the heartbeat of y'all
Jason
defense,
Marshall
man.
is a quiet person. How he gonna be the heartbeat?
He's the one that y'all
He ain't
hang
no
y'all
vocal
hats
leader.
on.
Jason Marshall is
Hey,
not a
look.
vocal leader.
Hey, the average Miami Hurricane to sell they sold to have Jason Marshall on their roster.
You
Come
know that.
on, man.
That's
Y'all
why
better
we
tighten
talking
up.
about it.
We didn't even have to sell our soul.
But you,
If y'all
after
didn't
this
have Dan
season,
Mullen, if
see,
y'all
this
didn't
what you
have Dan
fail to
Mullen, he would have
realize.
been the hurricane.
TQY, this what you fail to realize. We always got more corners in the stable. We just rotate them out every 3 years. You go, it's your turn. It's just Marshall's turn this year.
Oh
In
man.
2 more years, we'll be saying the same thing about Dijon, King, and Devin Moore. It's gonna keep going. This is what we do.
It's gonna keep rolling. You know
Man,
what I'm talking about?
stop it.
We
Putting them
put
in the
corners
league.
in the
You know
first
what I'm
round.
saying?
That's
Them
what
boy,
we know we're
them
doing.
boy, them boys got
So,
Corey
so,
Raymond
so we not
for
worried
the
about.
second year, and they think they
Hey,
DBU.
listen, TTY. We had Corey Raymond before he got here, and we were still doing this. So what are you talking about? We
Man,
don't
They
need
going
Corey
percentage. You
Raymond.
talking about
We
Hurricane
don't.
Billy? I can read a
We
comment.
don't. We don't
quality in the
have.
You ain't talking
league.
about nothing.
TTY. Name our last couple DB coaches. I bet you can't name them
I can't name none of them.
because it don't even matter.
Hey, look.
It don't
Hey,
matter. That's
look.
what I'm
Hey,
telling
I
hey,
don't even
hey,
know who the
hey.
DB coach is right now. I don't know
Exactly.
his
We didn't
name.
even have a
You
Even
good.
though I
probably don't
just
know
called
your
his
DB
name like
coach.
2 minutes ago.
Hey,
Listen to
Miami
this.
fans probably ain't know that DB coach.
Tell
He
me,
sure like developing
CJ.
shit.
Tell me who CJ Henderson DB coach was.
Man, like I said,
Exactly.
y'all
Exactly.
young,
My
y'all a
point.
young
This is
team.
what we do.
Y'all a
We
young
young, but
team.
we
Y'all gonna be
talented.
struggling
We
all
young and
year.
talented.
This season
We
is a
young
Hey,
wash.
look.
and Eugene ready, Andy G ready, Kelvin Collins ready, Marcus
Oh,
Burke,
hey, they sick
Devlin.
about that Andy G's. Hey, they
We,
sick about that Andy
we
G,
not
dog. God damn.
tripping.
Hey, we
We know
appreciate
we
that. Hey, we
young.
appreciate that, Miami.
Y'all
Hey,
That's
we
got
got
why.
one, dog.
y'all got one
That's
Hey, look.
player.
why.
Y'all
That's
got one
why if we
player from
win
us in Andy
with this
G.
young team, if we
Hey,
win
Y'all
seven or
want to
eight
forget
games,
everybody else. Y'all forget
nope.
Samson. Y'all forget
Who?
Francis.
What you
Oh
talking about?
hey,
man,
look.
don't say y'all didn't
Well,
go
we
all
don't need
out for
no
pancake.
offensive
Y'all even
lineman.
gave the man his own flavor pancake.
Hey,
We don't
BB.
need no offensive lineman.
Hey, BB.
Y'all, Tommy Kinsey,
Yeah.
all of them.
Hey, you remember? Hey, I'm gonna tell
Malik
you what I know.
Bryant.
My dog said this one hurt. Yeah, then after watching the Super Bowl, he said, "Man, we sitting there chilling." He said, "Man, I forgot Chauncey." He said, "Chauncey Gardner Jr. bitch ass was a cane." I said, "You damn right, bitch." We had to go ahead and slide him the games, man. Now that motherfucker making plays on the Super Bowl. That motherfucker went in and touched the lead
Man,
and went to Miami.
from what I seen
Probably to
from
transfer out. Boy, every time a kid get the right decision to come to the Gators from Miami, they shine like new money. You know what I'm talking about? Blue money, you dig? Blue dollar,
you
blue
talking about
seagulls, you dig?
you talking about Lingard?
Like Callaway. No, no,
Chauncey
no,
Gardner
no,
Jr.
Are you
no.
talking
Because
about
we
He was
got,
Lingard?
a
he
Let's
king,
told you.
talk
cuz.
about
He
Lingard.
told you
We want
who.
to talk about the one in the
Now
future.
we don't speak about him.
Man,
That's
we talking
y'all
about
running
Chauncey
back.
Gardner. Nah, we as y'all running back.
Let's talk
We
about how
talking
y'all
about
wasted that man's career.
who
We talking about
y'all.
shit that went to the league that's balling. CJ Henderson. You know what I'm saying? He had to
Where
come. Hey,
You
Lingard
man,
at
he
know,
ain't
right
been
now?
too good in the league, but he balled in Miami.
the best
And he
middle
balled
back in
against
the
y'all too.
league come from DBU. You know what I'm saying? That's just what we do.
Oh, let me.
That motherfucker said, man, fuck that Miami shit. I ain't gonna make it to the league. I'm trying to feed my mama, dog. What's
We
wrong with
got
y'all
Jason
boys, man?
Martin next. Another year from now, we got
Hey,
David Moore. Then we're gonna have Dijon King, Jordan, all the boys to read. You know,
all
that's
them
just
boy,
what we
yeah,
do.
man.
That's just
Hey,
what we do.
Bright Futures Squad. Hey, Bright Future Squad DB room. Y'all don't even know who's starting for y'all motherfuckers, man.
They
That shit
don't.
so boo boo down
I
now.
can tell you, I started five. You can't. You gonna say maybe him, maybe him. We know for sure.
I could say y'all starters because y'all ain't got no competition up there.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
Y'all,
who's y'all top
y'all
four?
whole
Hey, who's
room
y'all
is a
top four
fall off.
quarterbacks?
Y'all
Devin
whole
Moore
room
better
is
than
a fall off.
anything y'all got. Devin Moore better than anything y'all got.
Y'all room is a fall off.
Devin
Jason Martin
Moore,
over Devin Moore,
y'all,
and
we
then
gonna
everybody
lose
else
it.
falls. Everybody else falls
So
off.
everybody falls off.
Listen, hey, who's y'all top four, bro? Who's y'all top four DBs at
Okay,
Miami, bro?
we
I
don't
sure don't
know.
know. Educate.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
that's
They ain't no.
we got competition up here.
It ain't no competition. That's just
We
because
got
y'all ain't got
competition
nobody. You
up
got a
here.
bunch of bodies. You got a bunch of bodies. So you trying to figure out who good enough.
We
That's
got
what
a
you
comp.
got.
See, that's how you
Ain't
know
no
Yeah,
your
hey,
team.
hey,
competition.
That's how
That is
you
not
know
no
your
that's
team
exactly
ain't got
what
competition.
no
it
talent.
is.
That's how you know
That's
your
not
team
no
ain't
They're
got
trying
no
to see who's
talent.
competition.
good
You
enough.
know all
That is
your
not no
position. You know your
competition.
ones and twos and threes right
We
now.
because
While
this is
camp
what
in
we
practice
do.
and
We
competition is
know.
supposed to
We
be the one and
know.
on.
That's what we do. We know our
But
number
okay,
two.
I got a report right in front of me right here. Best developmental schools in the country: 3, 4, and 5 stars. Recruited since 2012. Let me go ahead and pop this on the screen. Appreciate you, Hurricane. Let me go ahead and pop this on the screen so these
Go
Gators.
ahead.
So
Still
so they
It's
developing.
probably
so they
five
don't say
recruits
teacher
they
why
developed
making
in
up these
Minnesota
numbers.
out of 20 and 30 motherfuckers.
So basically, drafted, putting developing players, putting them in the league. Miami got 71% 5 stars put in the league. I don't see Florida name on the list.
How many players? How many players though?
When it
Probably
comes
one or
to
two.
4 stars, Miami
Two
put
out of three.
35%, the second highest.
We got the most draft picks
Man,
in
you
the
And
can't
league
three
even.
the
stars, three
last couple of
stars.
years.
You
So I
can't
don't know
even.
what we
Yeah,
talking
look.
about.
Florida
Hey,
finally
look.
made the
Yeah,
list
that's
with
what I'm
three
saying.
stars.
We lead the
We got the
state.
most.
Bro, we
Florida
probably lead.
finally made
That's what I'm
So
saying.
you
y'all
can't
finally
name
made the
you
list with
tell
three
me.
stars. Y'all put
Uh
19%
uh
3 stars in the league. So all these
How you
Cause
gonna?
players
we
that
don't
we
Hey,
even
got,
get 3 stars. Y'all get all the 3 stars.
when we get them top-notch players, we put them in the league. 4 and 5
Y'all
stars.
what
getting all the
about?
three
Hey,
stars
no, 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 no,
as
no,
you
no,
can
no,
see.
no. Don't you? Well, we talking about 5 stars. They expected to go to the league. What about these threes and these fours, man?
Okay, 4 stars.
Do y'all
Miami put
understand what development
35% of
means?
their Miami put 35%
But
Do y'all
we
of their
understand
still
what
4 stars
development
in the league.
means?
The only team that does
Hey,
that
but
look.
we
better than us is Baylor.
no.
Hey, hey,
But we
look,
got
look,
more
look, look.
34%,
draft. We got more people in
34%
the
from
league
LSU,
than y'all though.
33 from Ohio
We still
State,
got more
and
in the league
32
than
from
y'all.
Alabama. Y'all ain't making these
That's
Hey,
categories.
cool.
hey,
But
did
we
we
got the
not?
most
Hey,
draft
hey,
picks.
look.
Y'all
Hey,
got the
look.
most
Hey,
draft
look.
picks
Did we
when it
not?
comes to 3 stars.
Hey, did we not just send an overweight
No.
offensive lineman to the first round? Come. He got one of the highest contracts at offensive tackle.
What was he? A three
A
star?
You
Coco,
know.
another Coco boy.
What was he? A
Yeah,
three
boy,
star?
three
Yeah.
star like a motherfucker.
Yeah, he
Come
talking
on, man. Y'all don't develop
Alan
shit
Knows
down
was
what's
there,
one
that?
man.
three
What's the
star.
offensive
That's what y'all
lineman
get.
name?
Jamal, what's his name?
When y'all
Taylor?
get top notch
Man,
Taylor.
players,
man,
they go
man,
to the
boy.
league and become
Jawan
busts.
Taylor. Jawan Taylor.
Listen, bro, y'all don't develop nothing, bro.
Y'all send
And
players to
Trey
the
A
Brown.
5-star expected to go to
Florida.
the league.
Florida got the highest percentage
And
of
Trey
And
being a
Trey
Brown,
bust
you damn
school.
Brown.
right.
Y'all got the highest percentage of being a bust school. Most of y'all guys go to the league and become busts.
Man,
Oh
hell no.
Lord.
Get you
Y'all don't
are
even
Women
where
put
where
lie,
shit
you
in
men
get
the
lie,
this
league.
where
numbers
you get
don't lie.
this from, man? Because am I reading this right? It says
Yeah,
Stanford got the most 5 stars in the league since 2012.
Yeah.
that don't even make sense.
That don't make no
That could
damn
be, but
sense.
most of that is tight ends though. But they got,
That
I can
still don't make
believe
no
some of
damn
that.
sense.
Hell no, that
But
still don't
look
make
at the
sense.
tight
Because when
ends
they
they were
recruit a
pulling
You
five-star
know
out
where
in
you
the
tight
get this
end,
mobile
from?
though. That's
The
where all
they
the
ain't
Florida
got
tight
no
State
ends
five-star
were
tight
on the
University,
ends.
man.
mobile.
Who
When you
who
Those
who
Hey,
tight
when
get
you look
that,
ends.
at when you
who
look
made
at
hey, get that,
this?
Hey,
when
get
you
that
look at
Fugazi list, man. Get
the
that
five
list
stars,
Fugazi,
when
dog.
you
This
look
some
at
Yes,
the
some
sorry
old
five
ass
stars,
linemen.
list. This don't look real.
when you look at
They
all the
got some
five
old
stars,
linemen too.
and you go back to when they got drafted, since you
Man,
not
Mario
been so.
Cristobal made this list.
You just,
Don't
you know
don't
what?
bullshit.
It would take a Seminole to hate on the list because nobody gets developed at Florida State.
That shit that says Stanford. What the hell? That don't even make sense.
So
Mario,
Florida and Florida State is
because you
doing
know
better
Mario
than
could beat
Stanford.
Stanford, so he probably did make this
Oh, but
list.
look at this list though: Stanford 83,
I ain't paying no
Clemson
attention to that list.
75,
I know
Texas
we got the
A&M
most draft
73,
picks in the state,
Miami
so this
71,
list
and
is
Alabama
irrelevant to me.
68. So y'all
We
went ahead
still
and
got
Hey,
the
look
most.
up.
We
We
still
still
got
got
the
the most
most.
first rounds and all that shit.
T2,
That's
well, you
straight
need to
out
get
of
your
the Big
sources
Three.
up, man. Get your
I
sources
don't
up, man.
care.
Man, y'all boys hate
This shit
numbers, don't you?
old.
Y'all love
Cause they
y'all
should
I
look.
mean,
love them.
hey,
Y'all love
Hey,
them frictional.
you know why they don't know? Because they don't have a first rounder like we do every other year. So they wouldn't know.
They
So this is why
always,
we know how we
yes,
rank ahead of y'all.
they
We ahead of
always,
Bama.
they
So I don't know what
always,
you talking about.
they
You know, it's
always.
only one school
Sorry
ahead
ass
of
list.
us. That's LSU.
Get
That's
out the way.
LSU.
Another Florida bus coming through.
So watch out. You going on with that.
Another Florida bus coming through.
See why you
Y'all
have
get.
about
man,
y'all,
my man,
yeah,
hey,
you have about y'all 3-star commit quarterback today?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love
Oh
it.
yeah.
who that?
Now go watch the tape.
He played with Bryce Thornton. He played with Bryce Thornton
Go watch the tape.
in
Oh, you
Alpharetta,
talking about
Georgia.
He
the
probably
Jet?
on the
Yeah,
Memphis.
same
yeah,
level.
yeah,
He
yeah, yeah.
probably on the same level
Yeah.
of DJ Lagway.
Oh my God! Stop it!
Damn. Shit.
Stop it!
Y'all
Stop this
certified
thing.
3-star that's pretending to be a 5-star.
I certified 3-star. Boy, you Miami fans. Boy, y'all can run some narratives.
Y'all some
Uh,
Miami fans look
haters.
at the tape for
Look,
real.
haters.
Y'all love talking about look at that damn tape.
We can't help that y'all strike out on big quarterbacks every year. It ain't our fault. It's not our fault. Y'all like to
Ain't nobody
develop the
trying to play
three
no damn.
star.
Ain't
So
nobody
go
trying to play
ahead,
no
keep
crystal
on doing
ball.
it.
They don't want to look at the
Duh.
numbers. They don't want to
No,
look at the
no, look at the
numbers.
numbers. Look at the numbers. I know what Ladway do on Friday nights.
They don't
I
like the
know that.
numbers. They don't
That's
like the
why he a
Hey,
numbers,
man,
5
5-star.
Millie.
it's a fake ass list,
Boy,
man.
tear shit up.
Women
Oh, you
line
don't
White boy
want
numbers.
to look
tear
at the
shit up, man.
numbers. Go look at the real numbers.
Men
We
line
we
numbers
we
don't lie.
outdoing everybody, but LSU. Go look at the numbers.
So y'all gonna sit here and tell me that as young as y'all is and the
Who
difference in
young?
talent, y'all got a
Who
huge
young?
talent discrepancy.
Oh, we know
We
we
got more
young, but
talent
we
in
young and
Miami. We
talented
If
got more
though.
y'all
we got more
starters,
talent in Miami.
if the guys that
I
started
see.
injured, y'all
Only thing
season is
difference
over.
is okay. That's fine. Keep
Y'all
thinking
can't
that.
afford. Y'all can't afford for one of y'all players the
What player?
any of them,
You got to be more
especially
specific than on
especially
any
on that
player.
defensive
And
side. If Jason
you
Marshall
don't
don't
know
play,
our defense.
if Jason Marshall don't play, the next guy up is absolutely
This
terrible.
man keep going on about Jason. You think
In
that's
comparison to
our
Jason
word?
Marshall, in
We know
comparison
what
to
our
Devin Moore,
cornerbacks is. You
in
talking to a
comparison to
Florida fan?
Devin
See, you
Moore,
a Miami
they gonna
fan.
be they gonna be
Y'all don't know
Oh
nothing
shit.
about no corner.
Hey low. Hey
So this
low.
is why you saying that. That's not a problem for us. We used to, bro. Joe Hayes, Janoris Jenkins, all these boys started as true freshmen day one. You say we ain't never seen that?
y'all ain't
C.J.
got that
Henderson,
kind of
Marco
y'all ain't
Wilson,
got them
Tyler
generational talent
Elam,
on that roster.
Jason Marshall. All these boys
If
started as
Jason
true
Marshall get
freshmen. You think
injured,
we knew
like
it?
I said,
We
if
not
Jason
new to
Marshall
this.
get
We true
injured,
to this.
y'all are done for.
We shooting it.
So that means
You know,
that means
this we
Kimber.
shooting this.
That
Hey
means
low. What you
Jalen
heard?
Kimber. Whom?
Hey, hey, what you heard about Coach Holman coming back? That shit true? Well, I'm just seeing shit.
Who?
All boy from
Nah, you
Miami.
saying shit. I ain't heard.
Seeing shit. I know you don't know a little something.
Who you
Alright,
talking
well,
about?
yeah.
Seymour?
Oh,
You talking about
you
Lawrence
know what I'm
Seymour?
talking about?
We used to this though, TTY. We know until have a freshman start
I'm
at
trying to figure out
cornerback.
who you talking
We
about coming
used
back to
to
Miami. He must be talking about Lawrence Seymour because he is supposed to be came back.
No.
Oh,
No,
Seymour.
we're talking about a coach. We're talking about a recruiting coach.
No, he's
Man,
talking
that
about the
boy.
coach.
Wait,
Nah, I
what?
ain't talking about Lawrence Seymour. Nah, don't worry about it. It's Gator shit. You don't know. You got the loop, my boy.
No, he talking to you. He talking to you.
Who y'all got? I'm saying, what coaches y'all talking about?
Don't worry about it. He's from Miami, man. Don't worry about it.
Y'all got a
He
coach
ain't
from
no, he
Miami
ain't
that beat
nobody.
y'all?
He ain't. Nah, don't worry about it. He ain't no one. But look, man, we got more roster. We got more talent around roster than Miami, dog. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm talking about?
Start the count.
Shit. You know what I'm talking about? That's it.
The cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Hey, look. Hey, all that
I'm
shit.
just gonna sit
Hey,
here.
look.
I'm just
Hey,
gonna
look.
sit
All
here and
that shit.
pretend like
Hey,
I
check
don't
me
see
out.
y'all depth
Hey,
chart.
check me out. No, check this out though. All that shit y'all was bragging about that was good as hell is getting jumped, dog. So what the fuck did that mean? That mean y'all been trash.
I'm just gonna sit back and pretend like I didn't see
Listen,
Florida.
okay.
Last year you told me Restrepo was starting
Y'all
at
got
Florida, bro.
17 years
That
on
man
your
didn't
roster.
even start at Miami, dog.
Y'all got
That
17
man so
on
big.
our roster.
When he say having a draft pick, yeah, AR-15 better than. Come on, bro. Motherfucker better than sorry at Jakari Brown. That bitch sorry.
Teach you why. So
That
any
mother.
one of your old linemen, if they get hurt, y'all not in trouble.
Oh,
This man can't tell you. That man
they
can't tell you who
definitely.
the lineman
Okay.
is
Say
in his
that
first
again.
five.
No. So if any one of your old linemen get hurt, y'all not in trouble.
No, we ain't in trouble.
Oh, okay.
No, we ain't in
Why?
trouble,
You know
man.
you
Come
lying.
on, man.
You
I
know you
love it.
lying.
That
We
man
cross
lying,
training.
dog.
We cross train over
Oh,
here.
nah, hey, whoa. Okay, yeah, y'all
Y'all
know me.
cross dressing.
Mm, okay.
She's talking about, man, we don't play
So
like that on
Like I
here.
said,
this,
we cross
hey,
train our
teacher Y,
line.
no, teacher Y. So if Francis Marlowe, if the linebacker get hurt, y'all not in trouble.
No, we ain't in trouble.
Oh, okay. But them young boys behind
You
them,
know,
man.
you
Those
know who
young
could go on
boys,
that. You
Malik
know who could
Bryant,
go on
and
that field and still play
Corey
too.
Flag. Don't
You
say
know who
Corey
could go
Flag.
on that field and play
Hey,
too. A
don't
name
say
that
Corey
y'all
Flag
Gators are
ever.
very familiar with.
Don't say
Malik
Corey Flag.
Ryan, Popo, all
Yeah,
them
that's why I
boys.
said no. Oh, you can't use that teacher Y. No freshmen. No freshmen. Remember?
Why
No
y'all
freshmen.
focusing on
Remember,
Miami roster?
you
We
can't,
talking
you
about
can't,
our roster.
No freshmen. No freshmen. No
Why
freshmen.
y'all
You
turning
can't
Gator
use that.
Fridays into Miami Fridays?
No, because you won't go with
no,
this
cause you be
narrative.
playing hate. So we go,
So
hey,
so I'm gonna
dog
go
eat
with this
dog around this
narrative. This the
motherfucker. We
narrative
gonna
we
roast y'all
Y'all
go
roster.
with.
supposed to be telling me if Jason
We
Washington get
young.
hurt,
No,
who gonna back him up?
we already told you that. We already told you that, but you
Who
want
gonna
to stay
back him
on
up?
that.
And how good of a corner is he compared to Marshall?
Who?
Who's
We
gonna
right
back
there. Ain't no drop off.
Marshall?
You just didn't get to see him the whole year because he got hurt. Ain't no drop off with Devin Moore or Jalen Kimball. What?
But Devin
Ain't no
Moore.
No,
problem.
hell
But
no.
y'all
Ain't no
telling me
drop
No,
about
off.
Devin
it ain't
Moore, and
cool.
Devin Moore still hurt right now.
You keep okay. I told you to
Hey,
keep testing, but keep
you
hurting.
act like they hurt forever, dog. You want them boys to be hurt
He's still
forever, man.
hurt right
That's
now.
sad, man.
I don't
It's
care
just
how long
because
he's
You
we
gonna
want
be
them boys
hurt,
to be
but he's
hurt
still
teach you
forever,
hurt.
man.
what.
That's sad, T2.
Okay, teach you what. Just because they miss one day of practice don't mean nothing.
They
It's
hurt
just
too.
one day. It ain't long term.
Man, I still
T2, want them just hurt forever, cuz.
I
That's messed
still
up,
need an
man. God
all
explanation.
they
damn.
all they do is give our young guys more reps. That's all they do.
I still need an explanation to how you get hurt walking to the sideline.
Okay, now I can't explain it. But that's because you
How you
saying
tear
that.
your
That's not how
ACL?
it happened though. But
How
if
you
that's how
tear
you
your
think it happened, go
ACL
ahead.
celebrating walking to the sideline?
That's what how okay, now what else?
So you telling me all the Florida players are that
Look
fragile?
at him. Look at him.
I know we ain't
This
talking about
all he
fragile.
this
How many
all he
injuries y'all
wanted to
had last
do.
year? Hey,
Man,
y'all ain't seen the potential of
Now,
that five-star
okay,
running
man.
back yet.
Let's
next
go
thing you
again. Teach
know,
you why. No. Teach you why. Devin Moore get if Devin Brown get hurt, who gonna start for y'all?
man, like I said, we got Porter, we got Richards,
Nah,
we
ain't
got
what you said.
Davis. We got a lot of players, man. We good over here. Why are we turning Gator Friday into Miami Friday?
Hey,
Cause
Lord.
I could not I couldn't listen to Miami
Okay,
Monday, bro. That shit was so
So you
delusional.
telling me y'all
man, this
players
is
are that
funny.
fragile that if one of y'all star running back,
Okay.
let's just say ETN,
hmm
let's say he
But
go over to the sideline and start laughing, oh, he gonna get an
who?
abdominal
Are you
injury.
talking about like Cheney? Like how fragile Cheney is?
Oh man,
Cheney, that motherfucker so
he playing
If
fragile.
he
with hurt
squeezed the
like
wrong way, his knee broke. Come
When I
on.
see,
Yeah,
trust me, when I watch y'all games this year, I'm gonna be smiling like
Come
this.
on, Feature
y'all wide
Wildcat.
receivers.
Come
Y'all,
I'm gonna be
on.
hey, yeah,
smiling
plus
like
you gonna
this.
watch us.
Come on, man. You want to talk about injury? Y'all the most fragile team ever.
I'm gonna be watching y'all take care
Y'all
of me
complain
and
about how weak
smiling like
them
my
people
boy.
is. Come on, man. Stop it.
When I see,
And so we hold keep our eye for because we want to
when I
just
see
do it.
Utah up by
And we just
34,
tell y'all that they hurt. That don't mean they really hurt. Just know that.
when I see that Utah is up by 34, I'm gonna be smiling like laughing.
Okay, yeah. If you see that,
I'm gonna be smiling like laughing,
but
baby.
okay,
Hey,
that's funny. That's
low.
so funny.
Hey, look, check this
Yeah.
out, low. They really think 70% Cam Rising with this little crazy ass coordinator we got that love throwing these crazy ass blitzes
Don't
that
hey,
confuse motherfuckers.
Short can give them too much.
I'm talking too much.
Don't
All
give
right,
them
well, let me
nothing.
stop.
Don't give them
Let me
nothing.
stop. My
Don't give them
bad.
nothing. Don't give them
My
nothing.
bad. My bad, dog.
Mm-mm.
Man,
Utah 34.
Florida
Utah by
Sam,
34.
Florida Sam, where you at, man?
Utah by 4. 34. Utah by 34. There
Florida
we go.
Sam, where you at, man? You need to come
Florida
talk that
Sam
real.
can't help you.
You need to
Florida
come here
Sam,
and talk these boys down, man.
Florida Sam just gonna say stuff because he don't know what he's talking
Shit,
about.
I'm in Utah. You did? I'm in Utah. I'm about to go get some of them down. Nah, I ain't about to do that. I'm out here in Utah
Ain't nobody
for
say
real, though.
Florida was the world beater, but I bet you losing to no Utah. I can tell you that.
Fuck
How
no.
many?
We ain't losing to them.
What's that?
But
What's the
he said he can't name nobody on Florida, but he damn sure
what's
can't name nobody on Utah. But he
what's
gonna
the
say that's
measurements?
me.
What's the measurements for number 21 now?
Who is 21? See, you want who
Talking about
cares?
Watson.
He
Watson
ain't gonna
started.
play
Hey,
that
when he
much.
go,
He
he
don't
started in
even play that
Miami.
much.
He started in Miami.
Didn't they say he's
That's the
Y'all will take him
prognosis.
though, because y'all need a big tackle, right? Y'all need
but didn't they say
be
he's tracking
tackles.
5
Y'all
for
will take
400 right now?
Hey, look, low. Hey, look, what Cam Kitchen said,
him.
we need
Y'all
to
will
work
take him.
on. Hey, what Cam Kitchen said, we need to work on stopping the run in our new scrimmage. Come on, man. Y'all ain't
There
been able
you
to stop the
go.
run in 4 years,
Go
man.
ahead. Go take
Speaking
it.
of scrimmage,
It-
I'll be at the scrimmage tomorrow.
Hey, them
Y'all
North
talking
Carolina
about
boys
y'all
still
get big
running on
deals.
y'all. Hey, them North
I'll
Carolina
be able
running
to
back
come
still
back
running
and
on
tell you
y'all.
tomorrow.
See too
After
wild.
tomorrow, I'll come back
If
and
he
tell
was
y'all
in
how great we
Miami,
are.
if he was in Miami, y'all won't be giving up big gashes or runs every day.
All out. But
Hey, check,
what's his measurables right now though?
hey, check this out,
Oh, I
though.
don't
It
know.
don't even matter. He started in Miami. Hey,
'Cause
look.
from what I hear, and I'm
Hey.
not sure if they trolling or not, but they say he cracked 400.
Yeah, that's true. Hell yeah. Hey, check this out, though. Hey, if y'all wide receivers so trash, they don't ball against some sorry ass quarterbacks tomorrow, bro. That's
See,
gonna be a big
see,
scrimmage, man.
BB,
I got a lot of trolling
see,
material.
BB.
I'm gonna
I
start this YouTube
understand.
channel.
I
I'm gonna just
understand you
troll you
now, BB.
motherfuckers.
I understand you now. Trucker ain't been seeing our receivers lately.
Man, y'all motherfuckers can't catch a cold in the
So
winter, dog.
that same settlement that you say, oh, I ain't been seeing y'all certain players on y'all team. Y'all definitely ain't been seeing our receivers lately.
Man, look. I'm gonna tell you what I heard, man.
He too wild.
I heard
I
goddamn
don't believe in
Restrepo, he's
y'all
get
receivers.
wrapped in his slot
So if
Yeah,
positions
we
for
gotta
pressure.
MVPs
believe.
get beat by your
You ain't
receivers,
gotta believe. We gotta believe. Y'all just better hope.
And you said Restrepo
Y'all better
started in
hope none of
Florida,
y'all
bro.
starters don't get hurt.
You said Restrepo started at Florida last year. He can't even start at Miami, dog. You said this last year. I'm trying to tell you, he get right to his position to a whole nother friend. You said Restrepo was the shit. Yeah, he is the shit that's gonna be on the bench.
Wait, I'm
So I'm
saying he
talking
was
about,
consistent. I ain't saying he was a shit now. I said he was
come
one of
on,
our most
man. Y'all,
consistent,
man. You done put
wide
your foot in the mouth
receivers.
about all them
But
receivers.
I ain't saying he was
So wait.
the shit.
Who are y'all top 3 wide receivers, bro? Tell me.
We got competition, baby.
he got no
Y'all got
competition,
competition
man.
We
everywhere,
got
man. Y'all know, y'all don't.
competition. I can give you all these names, but any of them
Colby
can start.
George, overrated
Obi
receiver,
George, Young.
Restrepo.
We
If
got
they beat y'all
Tyler Harrell
DBs,
that came out of
man,
Alabama,
that's gonna
one of
be
the fastest
garbage.
thing on this earth.
Man, Tyler
That shit so
Harrell,
We
garbage.
got
God, man,
Harrell.
y'all believing in that?
We got
Hey,
Hawkinson. We got receivers, man.
y'all got
We
B
got
team.
Ray
Y'all
Ray
got B
Joseph,
teams. Wide
one of
receivers
the
and
fastest
quarterback.
guys that gonna be
Milton,
burning Florida
David.
next year.
Man, that motherfucker couldn't burn shit at Alabama, man. Y'all motherfuckers get B team motherfucking transfers
I'm
from
talking
other
about
schools.
Ray Ray. He gonna be burning Florida at that slot.
That motherfucker, no, he ain't. His ass probably gonna get
Man,
goddamn
he
put.
gonna
I
burn
ain't
the
gonna
he
lie.
gonna burn
Man,
the
that man gonna get glued
man,
up.
he gonna burn the Jordan off y'all cleats.
That man gonna get gloved up. Yeah, he gonna run out them goddamn garbage can Adidas. Them garbage can Adidas y'all be wearing. That motherfucker going, man, them garbage can uniforms that supply y'all for a
Oh, let's
trans
not
program.
talk about garbage can uniform. I seen your black jersey.
Man, that was a kid's jersey, bitch.
Exactly.
That wasn't no real jersey,
Hey,
boy.
I told
Definitely
you
was
that.
a kid's
That
jersey.
wasn't no
I
real
told you
jersey,
that.
man.
You know that ain't even a real one. That ain't a real jersey. You know that. Stop it.
Hey, Miami a kid to be in Nike again.
Man,
You
y'all
know that. So
they
stop
should be
it.
selling y'all black jerseys at Dollar Tree.
Hey, you know what?
And
You know how
Miami,
you can see
hey,
it,
y'all
CC?
got
I go look.
recycled.
You want to see
Y'all
the
got them
real
White Pro
jersey?
uniforms,
Go look at Jeremiah page. Go see the picture with Lad wearing the black jersey. You'll see how the real ones look.
Hey,
Man,
they got them White Pro uniforms, man.
they
Miami
look
got them
cheap.
White Pro Adidas uniforms, man. Well,
They
y'all,
look like
they recognize trash. They put y'all in that shit. That's sad,
they look
man.
like they got material
Guys,
from the
damn.
retired Michael Jordan polo.
Green juice.
They got
Green
them
juice.
semi-truck tire uniforms, man. Guys, damn, man.
That
They got them
green dunk
road
for
kid
you.
uniforms. They got that
You see
goddamn,
what I'm
that little
talking
high
about?
seat, them high seat orange,
These boys that came in here and turned this
uniforms.
into Miami Friday instead of Gator Friday.
No, you
Nah,
want to
that's
throw a little
hell
slip
nah.
jab.
You wanna you throw them hey, you throw
So,
that false
so
They
information
know
on
you
the
want to
boys
talk
so we
about
can
they
sponsor
know
our
them.
that
team? We gonna talk
they
about
know that
yours.
they team so garbage. No depth.
Nah, we know your team garbage. That's why you don't want to talk about them backup.
Them boys
Cause
ain't
that's
got no
all it is,
depth.
the freshman. But
Hey,
I sit
All our
me.
backups could start.
hey,
Yo,
Miami
like
boy, they was
who?
so delusional, dog. Hey, did one of them jits say y'all was gonna go 12-0? I said, boy, he's smoking
Oh,
that good. Hey, he's smoking that
we
good
talking
Bobby
about
Brown.
12 and 0 now?
That boy
We
smoking them
talking about
trains, them
12 and
trail
0 now?
fives, man.
I don't think we should talk
That boy
about 12 and
smoking
0
mine.
now.
Nah,
Because
Look,
I
man.
got video
I'm
Hey,
evidence
about
of
look.
one
y'all
of those,
gators saying
man.
y'all going
I'm
Hey,
12
gonna
and
look,
0.
roll
check
with
this
that.
out though. Hey, but check this out though.
I got video
Hey, I bet.
evidence of
Hey,
y'all
no, I
niggas
ain't gonna
saying
say
y'all
that.
gonna
I ain't
beat
gonna say
Georgia.
that.
Y'all say y'all gonna beat Georgia by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, the one year, the last time we beat them, we weren't supposed to beat them, right?
So
Contract
y'all
goddamn
beat
for 9,000
People
on
are
that
oh
shit.
stopping.
shit. Oh shit.
Man,
Sergeant ART, where you at? Georgia getting beat by
Hey,
14.
look. Hey, check this out, my boy. Hey, they said them running backs from Miami still running on y'all. Now Drake May gonna throw for 500 on y'all. You know what I'm talking about? You won't even give me the 3-game bet like we supposed to, bro. Let me get the 3-game bet, man. Make it 4 games. I'm gonna give you a gimme.
You see,
I'm gonna bet
I'm
10.
not a Gator fan. I'm not betting in this offseason on new offensive coordinator and new defensive coordinator. I'm gonna sit this one out.
Shit, you bet with Manny Diaz I had to collect on your motherfucking ass. You might well go ahead and bet with
This
Crystal
one
Ball
out.
since he the next next ain't.
I ain't Billy Napier. Scared money don't make money.
Shit, yeah. Hey, we making money, you know what I'm talking about? Miami, y'all declining, man. Y'all photoshopping goddamn fans in the y'all photoshopping fans in 4D now, man. Y'all selling 30,000 tickets and now it's just 60,000. Man, y'all need to
Me
stop that
making
shit.
bets in the offseason is like me putting my life savings on Life Wallet. Oh, that's tough.
Nah, bro, you in debt like Trick Daddy betting on them Dolphins. You know what I'm talking about?
you gonna
Man,
be real, bro.
them boys better hope them starters don't get hurt, boy, because that drop off.
Who? Miami? I'm in
Y'all
trouble.
starters ain't that good. Y'all starters ain't that good. You worried about our backups. Y'all starters ain't
Y'all
good.
defense is terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Our defense better than y'all defense.
Y'all offensive line is chaotic.
How is it chaotic, man? We
Man,
pushing shit 4-5 yards.
did you
Bro,
see
we got.
the
Hey, listen,
video?
man.
Did you see the video
No,
from
I
Bradley?
no. Tell me what happened. No, tell me what happened. I don't know what
Man,
happened.
that man called Hike and Graham Mertz had to run for his life.
Running for their life.
Graham Mertz was running for his
We,
life the whole
oh, in
time.
Wisconsin. In Wisconsin.
That man said, I didn't know I came out here to do cardio.
Oh shit, he's a wild fool, man.
That boy
God
was
damn.
running from left to right. I swear to God,
Hey,
he
look,
thought he was
man.
a soldier out there.
Hey, check this out. Man. We got a way better roster than Miami, man.
Every play, this man
God
was
damn.
running
You know what I'm
left,
talking about?
right, left, right,
You act like
left.
you saw the whole scrimmage. You act like you saw the whole scrimmage, my boy.
I seen enough.
Oh man, I ain't seen. Hey, look.
That's the point.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
haven't seen yet. When you see it, you're gonna be like,
Hey,
oh
hey,
man,
look.
that boy T2
Hey, when you come to YouTube tomorrow, you're gonna be frustrated in the motherfucker, man.
I'm
Oh
telling
man, we
you.
gonna 5 and 7 again. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
telling
The
you,
whole
man.
Miami, the whole Miami YouTube gonna be in an
If you
uproar.
saw what I said, you gonna be like, that boy T2Y troll, but he ain't lying though.
Hell no.
He
Said,
ain't
well, that
lying though.
T2Y worried about the wrong team. Miami gonna be
He ain't
bottom
lying,
of the big three again. Y'all gonna be bottom of the big three again, dog. That shit's sad.
Y'all boys gonna see y'all offense out there on that field. Oh my God.
Shit, I bet our offense probably still gonna be better than y'all's. Watch. I bet our offense still get better numbers than y'all.
Listen, I'm telling you, this year y'all might as well just call Hail Mary every play.
Yeah, because we got receivers that can catch compared to y'all.
Just throw it up.
Y'all got that can catch.
Just throw it up there.
Bro, y'all ain't got nobody that can catch on y'all team, dog. Listen, bro, y'all ain't got nobody that can catch on y'all team, bro. Y'all receivers so mid, and then that makes the cornerbacks even worse.
I'm glad you haven't seen
That makes the
anything.
cornerbacks even worse.
I'm glad you haven't seen
That makes the cornerbacks at y'all squad worse, bro. Hey, if y'all cornerbacks don't shine tomorrow, y'all some bullshit. Cause y'all receivers is shit. Y'all ought to know y'all starters. Y'all should have known y'all starters in the spring.
See,
the way y'all rob receivers, y'all bottom of the barrel.
We got real competition. We got players.
Y'all ain't got no competition.
Yeah, ain't got no goddamn competition. None of that shit.
That's
No draft wars and none of that shit.
Off ain't as bad as y'all.
Ray
Hey,
gonna be.
y'all don't have a hey, they don't have a cornerback or a goddamn wide receiver that's gonna get drafted.
Who was gonna start on y'all team before spring practice?
Because we got established players already. That's why. We already know.
Y'all ain't got a damn right. We
No,
already know.
no, we don't. No, we don't.
Sophomores.
Who's all our starters are freshmen?
Y'all are freshmen and
Hell
sophomores.
no.
We looked at the chart, man.
Try again.
Hell no.
Freshmen.
Try again. Try again.
When we looked at that chart,
Hey, T2Y, you can't control. Hey, you can't. Hey, T2Y, you can't control us cornerbacks, bro. Y'all safety solid. I'll give y'all that. But that wide receiver group in that DB room,
You
oh
can't
my
control
god.
our O-line. You can't control our D-line, linebackers. You can't control our young receivers.
Y'all
Can't control nothing, bro.
Terrible.
Who?
How? Our offensive line terrible. When we
Our
push 4 or 5 yards
line
a
is terrible.
carry.
Oh, because you saw that you saw a clip.
Hey, look. Hey, look. Hey, look, bro. Hey, look. He don't even know. Hey, he don't even know most of that shit.
Bro,
That left got jumped.
hiking the dude's already in the backfield.
That's cool, but you can watch how that happen every play, or that happen just that play.
That was almost every play.
So that happens every play.
The man was out there doing
and these boys watched the whole scrimmage, man.
Exactly.
Tell me why I watch this whole scrimmage.
We had people in the scrimmage.
Mertz was out there on the treadmill.
What are you talking about? Teach what about? You tell about.
That man looked at y'all whole offensive line and told them all about
No, that's a lie. You're lying now. So people who went to the practice told us O-line is never gonna be a question. We're not worried about O-line.
I cannot wait for tomorrow after cocaine fest. Cocaine fest. Y'all might want to take a bag of cocaine down there. Y'all gonna need
y'all offensive line because it was so bad last year. Don't mean we had them problems.
Hey, they gonna need some cane tomorrow after that practice. Y'all gonna need some cane, boy. That shit gonna be sorry as hell.
How we got offensive line problems when our coach said we 8-9 deep on the O-line? But how we got O-line problems? We can't block.
8 and 9 deep.
You sound crazy.
This man can't name 8. Hey, you can't name 8. Hey, you can't name 8 offensive linemen on your roster right now.
Mario can't tell you that by his O-line. Mario can't tell you about that O-line. He supposed to be an O-line coach. He an O-line coach.
You are number 5.
But he is not like no 7-8 guys.
Y'all offensive line is terrible.
It's unnecessary. He still sucks.
It's done.
Y'all lost too much talent to the portal.
Look at this man. Keep saying that. Well, the people who went to the portal got replaced by people who started.
Hold on. I want y'all to really think about this.
No, you think about what you said.
You guys knew who your starters were before even.
Why? It's not hard. I told you why.
That tells me that there's no competition.
How?
If you knew who your starters were before spring, that means
just because we got established starters. Okay, listen, T2Y. No, y'all don't have nobody serving nobody because y'all got two whole lot came in from the transfer portal from the start for y'all.
Sarge,
So what was the challenge?
Sarge,
What
how
was the
you
challenge
feel?
in them?
Hey, Sarge, how you feel about Georgia losing to Florida
No,
by
don't
14
ask
points?
Sarge.
How I
No,
feel about what?
Son,
answer the
you don't get
question.
How do you
your
feel
lollipop
about
ass off the
how do
stage,
you feel
motherfucker.
about Georgia
So,
losing to Florida this year by 14 points?
so go ask Cohen.
Georgia
How
losing to
Cohen
what?
coming to how
Georgia
do Cohen
losing to
come to Miami
Florida
and
by
start right away?
14 points.
Georgia doing what again?
Losing to Florida by
Now he want
14
to ask
points this
Georgia.
year.
Don't defer.
By 28 points.
14.
14. They say 14.
By 14
They
points.
say y'all gonna get whooped by 14 by Florida.
I mean, it's the
Teacher
off
why come
season,
on
man.
with the
People
show.
say a whole bunch of stupid stuff.
Nah, teacher why how Cohen and Lee come in and start at Miami right away. How that
Hey,
happen?
hey,
I
hey,
mean, if
T2Y.
Lee or Cohen was in Florida right
No, no,
now,
no.
would they not start?
Hey,
But how they
T2Y.
come
Go
to
You
back.
talking
Miami
about
and
hold
start?
on,
No,
hold
no,
on,
how
but
they come to
you talking
Miami and
about Matt
start?
Lee? You talking about Matt Lee, one of the highest rated center in the country?
No, y'all ain't got nobody to
If
compete
he
with
went
him.
to Florida, if he went to
No,
Florida
no,
right
no,
now,
no, he
he'd be
wouldn't. He
starting.
not starting over Kingsley. No, he
Yeah, he
ain't.
Hey,
is.
Hell
BB.
no,
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 he
he
ain't.
ain't.
Yeah, he
No,
Hey,
is.
he
No, he
ain't.
BB.
ain't.
You
No,
talking
he
BB.
about the
ain't.
highest
T2Y.
rated? You talking about the highest
Your
rated
center
center in the
is
country?
6 foot.
Hold
Kingsley
on.
6'5". Kingsley 6'5", 320. You think we could have put that little
It
Matt Lee
doesn't
in over
matter.
him?
It
Is you
doesn't matter.
crazy?
He'll still start over him.
So TQY, name me a 6'5" center.
Javion
You
Cohen,
can't.
if he went to Florida, he would start right now.
Hey,
He
T2Y.
was
Go
at
back and listen
Alabama
to
for
your live
25
before the
straight
season started
starts,
last
no
year.
sacks,
No, he
and
wouldn't
nothing.
start. He would have had to earn it because
It's
that's
the
why
off
he left
season, man.
Alabama because he
People
got
said
beat
what
out
they
by
wanted
Tyler
last year.
Booker.
Hold on, what you
It
said,
don't, it don't
Sarge?
bother me at
Right.
all.
That's why he left Alabama. He lost to a true freshman
He
in
got
Tyler
He
jumped.
ain't
Booker.
lose.
He got
That man
jumped.
ain't leave Alabama for no
Yeah,
for no
man,
motherfucker.
Yes,
T2Y.
he
He came
did.
because
Yes, he
Man, yes,
did.
that
he
man came
Yes,
did.
he
because he
Yes,
wanted
he
to
did.
come
did.
NIL money.
That
That's
is
what he did.
known.
He got jumped like the security guard on the river walk in Alabama.
Hold
Man,
on.
that's known, man. Everybody know that.
That man came
That
because
is
he
old.
wanted some NIL money. Let's be
T2Y
honest.
stop it. The man got jumped. Just
Nah,
like
he ain't
Ethan
got jumped.
White and
You
Michael
talking
Clark
about
going back
somebody
there.
that started 25 games and never gave up a sack?
T2Y, he wasn't
What are
there.
you
He was
talking
all
about?
right. He didn't leave.
He
What
got
you mean?
jumped.
The Alabama fans said he
Man,
Shout
Nick
out
played
to
Saban,
good.
Jermaine Burton,
He
too,
had
man.
one good year.
Nick Saban even said this man came and asked for some money and he
And
told him
So he
no.
gonna throw his player under the bus. Saban don't do
That's what he
that.
did
Yeah,
though. That's
man.
what he
Shout out to
did.
Jermaine Burton, man, and all the
So he
Jumpers.
gonna throw him up
Shout
under
out
the
to them, man.
bus.
That's what he did.
Nah, Saban didn't throw
Nick
his head up
Saban
under
said
no
we had
bus.
a player that came and said he wanted this much
Oh
money
Hey,
and
yeah,
he
BB,
that
wanted to
what
because
leave
you
he
the
trying
league.
to.
That's what he was talking about.
Hey,
We know
BB, what you
that
think
because
of
the
Josh Perry
girlfriend.
video, man? What you think of
Exactly.
Josh
He
Perry
made his
video?
girlfriend came out.
Josh Perry just
Hold
doing
on,
that
hold
for
on.
free.
Sorry, what you said?
I asked BB what he think of Josh Perry video.
Josh Perry do that for clickbait. So see how y'all talk about it? That's why he
It
did
ain't big.
it.
It ain't big. Hey, all
Listen,
the
And
man,
y'all
niggas,
hating
hey,
I
on
know
it.
Josh
hey,
Perry. I
that
know
boy
Josh
cashed
Perry
in
is a
on YouTube on
comedian.
y'all ass.
Like
He
I know he's a
cashed
any
in.
real
comedian.
person in their right mind, we
I mean,
really take that
some of the
video
tactics,
serious.
that he's used, I've used in the past, so I already know what he's talking
Yeah, we know that because Miami, y'all know for doing that. This is what
And
y'all
I'm
do.
gonna
We
say
don't
y'all
do this.
12. Hey, you said y'all was
We
going
don't
12 and
do
0
this.
last year,
about.
T2Y. You was coming back
Man,
every Saturday stand.
but
I
Josh
mean, I'm
Perry,
just saying,
Josh
Florida
Perry
ain't
might
known for
be,
saying
Josh
nothing like
Perry
that.
might be
So
saying stuff, but Gator fans really believe that stuff.
I mean, I said 12 and
Nah,
0
ain't
last
nobody
year, and
saying
I
that.
was right. I said 12 and
I
0
Hell,
last
mean,
year.
shut your
sorry,
hater laying ass up, Sarge.
sorry,
This the
shut
best
up.
time you ever
Why
had in
y'all
your
get so
life.
mad at me? Y'all mad at me because
Cause
I was
This
right?
the best time.
you
This the best time
stop.
in your life, fool. I hate
You
that
know
Hey,
you were.
I
Jordan pussy
said I
ass
said
won.
15 and 0
They
after
finally
COVID.
won. Oh my
I said
god.
15 and 0 after COVID. It's on T2Y Live. We went 14 and 1.
Shut up, dog.
Then I
Man,
said
Y'all in a
shut
15
up,
and
position.
Sarge.
0
You gonna
next
get
year.
your
We went
motherfucking ass. You
14
Y'all
and
ready
in
to
a
1.
go bust
position
something?
right now. So you
Hey,
saying that
Sarge,
is
take your
not
ass. You ready to
outrageous.
go bust something, man? Get your
Hey,
ass
That's
hey,
on,
what
man,
you
man.
I'm
want
just
to hear.
trying to get y'all blood
Well,
That's
pressure
what you
up,
want to
well,
man.
hear.
Mark already
Trying
said
to
they're
get
gonna
y'all
beat
heart
y'all
beating.
this year.
That's it.
He already
So
said
that's
they're
what
gonna
you
beat
trying to
y'all.
say, sorry.
Yeah, man. I'm just trying to get y'all
I mean,
get
Josh
y'all riled
Perry
up a little
said,
bit, you know.
Hey, I don't
man, nah,
answer
you
no
can't
questions
run
from no
that.
mutt.
You
Hey, I don't answer questions from no mutt.
just,
What? We ain't
That's
worried
like
about no
that's like
swamp donkey
military,
either,
boy.
man.
Get your
We ain't
ass
worried
on.
about we ain't worried about no swamp
Yo,
donkey.
military,
That
hey,
bitch
get your
said,
ass
that bitch
on. Military,
said,
boy. Take your ass to Ukraine and go bust on. Don't talk about we need our
Hey,
freedom.
hey, I ain't
Move
gotta
across the
go to
country.
Ukraine, bro. I'm in
No, I'm
Atlanta,
talking
bro.
about on
I mean, that
Candyland
Luka.
Soldier.
Hey, Sarge.
Candyland Soldier.
Hey, Sarge.
What's up?
Should Charlemagne give Josh Prey donkey of the day?
Yeah, man, we'll give him donkey of the year, not donkey of the day. Donkey of the year.
We're gonna get Sarge standing as donkey of the
That
century.
boy say,
I
and we
finally
beating
won
Georgia.
something.
We beating them by 14.
Hey, Florida Trucker, you wouldn't say that if you were standing next to me, though.
You got me fucked up.
You wouldn't say nothing if you were standing next to me, dog.
You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up.
Florida Trucker, if you were
What
standing
you
next to
talking
me,
about?
boy, you
What
wouldn't
you
say
talking about?
nothing.
You got me fucked up. You got me always fucked up. What? Shit. I don't give a fuck about that military. I don't give a fuck about the military strikes. You know what I'm talking about? You want to be the first soldier out of whooped on? What you talking about?
Yeah, soldier. There's a difference between a soldier and a marine.
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, boy.
Hey, you know what Army stands for? Hey, Florida Trucker, you know what Army stands for?
Right? You tell me, I don't know shit. I'm ignorant.
Hey, BB, you know what Army stands for?
You tell me.
No.
BB know what Army stands for.
What Army stands for?
BB stands, hey, Army stands for ain't ready to be Marines yet. That's what Army stands for.
Well, thank God I didn't sign up.
Simplify to all the Marines out there too, man.
All I'm saying, boy, that's gonna be an interesting game to watch. I'm gonna be watching that Florida Georgia game, expecting Florida to win by 14.
I mean, we've been hearing all types of stuff about Georgia. We really don't have to say
Man,
that. We just point to the trophy.
sorry. You really gonna entertain me?
We don't have to say nothing, bro.
Ain't nobody say you had to. You shouldn't say nothing. That's my point.
Everybody talking about Georgia. Harbaugh
We're not
talking
talking
about
about no damn
Georgia.
Georgia. We don't give a fuck about Georgia. Y'all got two
JC
injury rings, cuz.
JC
Y'all got two
talking
injury
about
rings, and
Georgia.
now y'all the greatest program in the world, cuz.
Everybody talking about Georgia.
Ain't nobody care about your country ass boys.
When we
Y'all got two injury ridden rings, cuz.
repeat, ain't nobody gonna have to say nothing. We ain't gotta say nothing.
What's our schedule rank, man?
So then why you talking, man?
Look,
So why you talking, Sarge?
Hey, all right, no, hey, Florida Trucker.
That's so goddamn goofy, cuz.
Hey, Florida Trucker. Hey, Florida Trucker.
Hey,
hold on. Hey, Florida Trucker.
Hey, chill out, man. Stop talking that bullshit, man.
Hey, when Florida beat Georgia by 14, Sarge gonna have to send me his email.
Oh yeah. I need cuz email. You damn right. What's the email? What's that anyway?
What you need my email for?
That's an inside joke on the channel. You don't remember that shit?
You remember when him and Slim was arguing?
Oh, I remember now. I mean, Florida truckers say so much garbage, dog. It's hard to remember the stuff. You know what I mean? It's hard to remember the
come on, man. Goddamn, man. You call two lucky ass rings. You act like you motherfucking Mr. Miyagi, dog.
He be on the road so much garbage, dog.
Bro, you don't touch your candy land ass up. You don't touch your toy soldier head ass up. Come on, toy soldier.
Hey, Sarge,
this man won 2 goddamn rings and now he terminated, man. Sit your ass down, toy
soldier. The whole week, I'm going to be looking at all my Gator information. I'm going to come tell these boys and they're going to tell me I'm lying.
I mean, all we got to do is watch the Utah game.
That's you don't want to watch that one. Y'all said we was going to lose last year. And look what happened.
Sorry, you don't want to watch that one.
Y'all said Georgia would lose to Mississippi State.
Who said that?
We would lose 3-4 games last year too. You know.
Who said that, Charles?
Man, y'all scared the softest baby shit, man.
And you on it.
Every time y'all get to the ring, and every time y'all get a ring, it's because of a fucking injury, bro. God damn, bro.
Hold on. Hey, Brian Kelly on his shit right now.
Brian Kelly said,
they asked Brian Kelly about his game against Florida State. That boy said, "Hey, he don't keep score. He just settled him."
Yeah, man. Shout out to Brian Kelly.
Kelly always been like that.
Shout out to LSU and their family.
I can see it now. Boy. Somebody on Florida State team gonna throw the shoe.
Hey, did Florida beat LSU last year?
You trying to throw TC well?
Did Florida beat LSU last year?
No, we ain't
Hell
beat
no.
LSU last year.
No, I don't think so.
What was the
Did
score?
they? No. Well, I don't
What was
know.
that
I don't
score,
know for sure.
35, 45.
Y'all gave up 45
You must have seen
Wait, the
our
Dolphins?
defense.
Wait,
to
the
You gave
Dolphins
LSU.
up.
and the
But
Dolphins
yeah,
and the
that's
Chargers don't
see,
play together.
we play LSU when they start peaking. And, yeah,
Oh,
they
okay, I
put
got
us.
you. Was
Bro, y'all
anybody hurt?
schedule, y'all schedule is bottom of the goddamn college NCAA, bro. Shut your toy soldier ass
Yeah,
up, man.
keep quiet,
God
man.
damn, I'm gonna call you toy soldier. I ain't calling you
Florida
sorry.
trucker, man. Is this
Toy
how y'all
soldier,
Florida
man.
fans act for
Toy
real?
soldier, man. Toy soldier,
Is
man.
all y'all
God
do is
damn, you
cry?
won your 2 rings. You won your 2 injury rings. I'm gonna clap for you. Good job.
I mean, they back to back
What a
wins. I
quarterback,
gotta give them.
Hey, y'all won with a quarterback that goddamn, by the time he made it to the league, a motherfucker he entered school with was retiring, huh? Come on, man. Y'all quarterback was
I
36
know,
years
man.
old.
So,
He
Come
hey,
said
on,
36
man.
years
hey,
old.
God
somebody in the chat, get this
damn,
dude some
man.
Kleenex, man.
He sound
Shit,
hurt.
Get this
man.
dude
He
some
sound
Kleenex,
hurt.
Toy
man.
soldier, bro. Toy motherfucking soldier,
Said he
man.
ordered
Hey,
Chris
Good
Lee.
job, toy soldier. Good job, man. Shit.
like I said, man, if I
Now
was
you
standing next to
happy?
you, you wouldn't say
The state
nothing,
of
bro.
Georgia, bro. You happy, bro? Are you happy? Y'all changing
And
laws or trying to
of
protect
course,
them
you got to get
championships.
personal with it. You know, you can't
You know what I'm
focus
talking
on the
about?
team because
Bro,
we're
I'm a
really
hater, bro.
changed.
I say, hey, I'm a hater. Everybody know I'm a goddamn hater. I'm gonna talk bad about every team but the Gators, man. Come
Yeah,
on, man.
man.
Tighten up.
Yeah, man. And you gonna sit there and watch your team lose too.
And dog, y'all been losing for 40 years. How old are you, bro?
Hey, shout out to Graham
That's the
Mertz,
first
man.
time.
Shout out
Hey,
to
this the
Graham
first time.
Mertz.
Hey, the first time you ever seen your team win. Cause I've been
Who's
seeing
gonna
this
be
shit since I've been
who's
legit,
gonna
bro.
be the
You know what I'm talking
MVP?
about?
Who's gonna be the MVP for Florida on the offense?
According to a Georgia fan, let Toy Soldier tell her. I don't know shit. I done butt my head. I don't remember nothing no more.
Who
Who
gonna
gonna
be
be our
our
MVP,
offensive?
Toy Soldier?
Who's gonna be
I
that
mean,
Since you know everything.
MVP?
according to the Swamp Donkeys, man, it's their running backs. They got the best 2 running backs in the nation, man. And the cornerback gonna get the Heisman too. That freshman
Hey,
cornerback
man.
gonna get the
I don't
Heisman.
agree with the cornerback gonna get the Heisman thing, but
I
okay.
mean, that's what Josh Gray said.
Man, I mean, yeah, Josh, I just, man, really, y'all taking Josh Gray serious?
He the
Y'all
one
really
who
doing
called
that?
this stupid said all this stuff in front of millions of people, bro.
So, okay, so why do you think he did it? And you're a Georgia fan and you went and watched it, right?
You know, dogs
Hey,
are dumb.
hey,
That question went over his
hey,
head.
maybe you need to
You
make
know,
a phone
dogs are
call,
dumb.
man.
I
This is
mean,
You know,
come on.
dogs are dumb. Hey,
what
Clickbait.
dogs
y'all
are
brand
dumb. You know
ambassadors
it went over
say.
his
Everybody do
head.
clickbait every day. It's clickbait every day for something.
Hey, he bet his life on it, dog. He put his life on it.
So you really think that man put his life on it?
That's what he said. I'm
Yeah.
just going off of what he said.
Damn, so okay, the first time they
Oh
finna
my
jump off this
god.
bridge, you think they really finna jump off this bridge?
Hey, man, it's 2023, man. People have mental health problems, man. You never know.
Hey, you're right. So hey, you said that don't make it true, doesn't make it true though.
The man put his life on it that y'all was gonna go 12-0, bro.
Okay. Well, then you should believe him with all your heart.
I do believe it, but I'm just going off of what he
So what?
said.
Okay, so if you say you believe that, what makes you believe it?
Man, they
I'm
Not
got
just
just
that.
on
saying
what he said. What
y'all
makes
should
you
stand
believe it?
behind y'all fan ambassadors. If
No,
Uncle Luke
no.
said it,
Okay,
I would
see now
stand
you
behind
talking about
Uncle Luke. If Uncle Luke said right now that UGA was going 15-0, I would stand right behind
Man, you know, boy, this motherfucker all months go to heaven, head ass little boy. Toy soldier, man. God damn.
him.
Toy soldier, man. Candyland soldier. Toy soldier, man. This man,
Why
boy,
can't
this is
y'all
the best
stand
time of
on
your
it,
life,
bro?
bro. This is
Just
the
stand
best time
on
of
it.
your life, dog.
I would
This is
respect
the
you
best time
more.
of your life, man.
Florida trucker,
This is
I
the
would
best time of
respect
your
you
life.
more if you
Georgia
stand
won.
on it, bro.
Your life is perfect now. Georgia finally got over the hump
Bro, my
with
life
2
been
injury
perfect since day
rings.
one, bro. Since I came out the
You know
womb,
what I'm talking
bro.
about? How old are you, bro? Well, you're 30, late 30. Don't say you
Bro,
said
we
that. What,
talking
late 30s?
football, bro. We not talking about how old I
Look,
am.
this ain't. I'm making a point. I'm making a point.
Yeah, you ain't
Look, this is
got
the
no
first time you ever
point,
seen
bro.
Georgia won something.
We talk about
You ain't
Georgia
got
and
no
Florida
grade, toy
football. We
soldier. You
talk
dumb
about
mutt.
Josh Gray
Dumbass mutt. Watch your motherfucking
said
mouth,
Man,
mutt.
that
y'all
y'all was
chill
going
out, man. Y'all
12-0.
chill out.
That's what we talking about.
Oh, shit.
All you
that
doing
we
is
Hey,
talking.
making
dogs go
yourself
to heaven,
look
ass little
stupid,
boy.
Florida trucker. You get
What's
on here
wrong
and
with you, man? Tighten
and
up.
try to get personal.
Nah, bro,
And you
I ain't got.
can't talk
Nah, I don't
about
like
your team
conversating
because
with
your
mutts.
team
I
is
don't like
trash, bro.
conversating with mutts. I don't like conversating with dumb mutts. You know what I'm talking
Well,
about?
get off the line then. Get off the line, bro.
Hey, I'm here, bro. This game
Yeah,
Friday. What you up
exactly,
here for?
man.
You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
I don't see no Georgia Saturday and no shit like that.
Yeah, we
Tighten up,
don't
man.
need one.
Crenshaw,
We don't
trying to control that shit.
we don't
Hey,
need
Crenshaw,
one.
trying to control that
We
motherfucker. You know
don't
what I'm
need
talking
one,
about?
bro.
What's wrong with you?
I come in y'all line to
Hey, your
take
ass,
over,
hey,
bro.
man, tighten up, man.
I come in y'all line
Tighten
to
up,
take
man.
over. That's how we do it
Hey,
around here.
You don't come take over shit.
I tell you what, Florida Trucker.
Hey, come
Hey,
take over something.
hey, Florida
You
Trucker.
don't do nothing, man. Your ass a dumbass
Trucker
Hey,
boy.
taking
Florida
it up
Trucker.
right
Talking
now.
about-
I'm
Hey,
taking
Florida
over.
Trucker. If Georgia 3P, we're gonna make it a Georgia Saturday.
Well, every Saturday
Hell no,
is
we gonna. Nah, I
Hey,
ain't gonna say that.
T2Y.
I'm gonna say something bad.
Hey,
Well,
T2Y. It's
that
been a
won't
Georgia
happen.
Saturday for like 30 games, 30
Hold
weeks.
on.
All right, that's it. That's
I'm gonna
it. That's the most of y'all history. Stop it.
I'm gonna put
Don't
something
go
on
too
the
far.
screen right now to show y'all what down bad look like.
It's been
Go
for
some
30 weeks. It's been a Georgia
Hey,
Saturday, bro.
Miami so happy Georgia winning. I never seen a fan base like this
Hey,
in my life.
hold on.
Y'all worry about the next
Drum
team
roll,
winning.
please.
God damn.
All right, so this is what down bad looks like.
Stop it.
And the Grand Mercs, man.
Stop it. T2Y.
Man.
That is it.
Baby, are you down?
No,
That's
not down in Miami.
quarterback right there. No,
We ain't down bad in our recruit right now.
See, I just came up with my
I
next
guarantee
tweet
you
right
that. Yeah, we down as bad as our recruit.
I gotta make that tweet right now. Let me go ahead and share this Grand Merc thing so I can find it easily. Baby, are you down?
Well, y'all some food. Y'all some food.
So y'all gonna go to Utah and beat Utah?
Man.
Nah, however you win, yeah.
They about to lose to everybody. But they definitely gonna
Yeah.
beat Georgia by 14 though.
I just want to know if they're gonna beat
Man.
Utah as week 1.
Okay,
Tell us,
well.
goddamn, Nostradamus. You tell us, man.
Tune
Shit,
in,
you
see
smart
like
motherfucker
you
in the building.
did last
Y'all
You
the
taking over
fans?
shit?
Y'all the
You
fans?
taking over that shit, bro? Nah, I
They
ain't
ain't
nothing,
got
bro.
no
I'm just a
confidence at all,
Hey,
man.
nah, I ain't nothing, bro.
Hey, hold on. I want y'all to
Hey,
take
you
a
tell
look
us,
at
bro.
this now.
You
Take a
tell
look
us,
at this
smart man.
now.
Smart man.
And I want BB, I want you to tell me that I'm making this up. Look at the screen. I just
What
put
you
it right
talking
there on
about?
the screen. Look on the screen. Look in the comment. Look at the comment.
What is that?
11-1. Y'all going 11-1.
Hey, that's how he feel. I can't change how that man feel. That's him. That don't make it true.
Shout out to Josh Pratt, man.
But if I were to tell y'all somebody said that, people would be saying, nah, T2Y, you making
No,
that
I'm
up.
not.
T2Y,
No, I'm not.
T2Y.
No, I'm not.
T2Y, you say y'all going 12 and on all off season, bro. Y'all
Exactly.
ain't come
We
close.
don't heard that from you for 4 years.
Oh
I don't
boy.
As
recall.
we can see, that don't make it true.
I don't recall.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
know
we
boy.
you
went
don't.
12 and
seen,
0 for
hey, look.
back-to-back years.
Hey, my
We
lost
called
ball.
you
Hey, my
for
lost ball. He was looking so.
it.
Hey,
I hear
T2Y
you.
was out of there. He checked out.
If you
This will
heard
make it
I
the
just
T2Y,
third year.
said.
if you heard T2Y came on here for the past couple of years and
But
said we
you
going
saying it
12 and
right
0,
now, it's
if
not
y'all heard that,
outrageous.
if y'all heard
Y'all
me
in that
came
position.
on this internet and
But to
said
hear
we going
Florida
12 and 0,
Miami fans
that was
say that's
not me,
crazy
that was
right
AI.
now.
Hey,
Oh boy.
T2Y, UGA going 12 and 0 again for the third year in a row.
Dang,
Just want to
Florida,
let you
y'all
know.
gonna let him do that? Y'all play him,
I
don't
don't
you?
give a damn.
I mean, right
I
now,
don't give a damn. I
nah,
know they
I
don't
got us
what. You
losing.
say what you
I
want to
got us
say.
losing for him, but
Y'all gonna
that's
take that
cool.
from
You
him?
supposed to say that.
Man. He's right. I don't give a damn about what
You
no
supposed
one
to.
say,
They
no
know
dumb
we are,
dog.
dog. They know we are.
I don't give a damn about no dumb yard dog.
hey Trucker,
Shit.
go get
They know
Uncle
This,
Lou
we
and
got
holler at
12
his
and 0
ass too.
season.
man, this damn Gator Friday ain't supposed to go this damn long. We damn 2 hours into this thing.
Man, shout out to the
Man.
Gainesville
I
Geckos, man. I
still don't know who
appreciate
they
y'all, man.
backups is, Sarge.
Man,
Shouts out to the twin soldiers, man. It's
the
twin soldiers, man.
Gainesville
Sarge. Hey, your name is
Geckos,
not
man.
Sarge no more. Twin soldier, man. I'm gonna take your stripes from you. You're a twin soldier, man. Candyland
Yeah, man.
soldier, dog. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You gonna let him
So
take
you
his
you
stripes
say
from
it
you?
in
Hey,
person, bro.
I
You would
gotta
have
go to
nothing to
sleep,
say.
man. I gotta get down
You
to Miami.
wouldn't.
I gotta get down to
Sound
Miami in the
good.
morning, man. I gotta get
Sound
down
good.
there. Go watch a real scrimmage.
Yeah, man.
You want to
T2Y, you driving down tomorrow?
Yeah, I got to go down to Miami. Cane Fest start at 8:30, so I got to get there
Oh,
by
I
8.
heard you saw you little poodle. Nobody
Hey
spending
man,
that, boy.
y'all called us mutts and poodles and chihuahuas last year too. You know, we
Man,
used to it.
ain't nothing
You
like
got
a
bit in
big
your ass
blizzard
by
though.
it too.
This shit
Yeah,
funny as
yeah,
hell.
yeah. They called us all type of stuff, and then we were standing on the
I'm gonna
stage.
forever call y'all something. Definitely you.
They didn't have
I'll
nothing
call
to
you
say.
anything.
Either,
Y'all
Everything that
two
come up, I'm
wide
calling your
receiver
ass.
injuries are
you
worse
know,
than
Don't
being
talk
Hey
about
choked
man,
on.
15 and 0, 15 and 0 shut a lot of
listen.
people up, man.
I'll be
It's really
live on
nothing to
I'll
say.
be
never
live
shut me
on
up.
Sunday morning,
Y'all got
man. I gotta go
injury
to sleep,
rings,
y'all
man.
boys.
Injury rings.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta go to sleep,
Now,
y'all
Oh,
why
boys.
that's
you
right.
gotta stay up all night?
Nah, I gotta go to Canes Fest tomorrow, man.
All
I
right,
don't know
You
what
might
you're
well,
gonna go
hey, you
watch
might
at
well
Dallas,
save your
boy.
time. You know, hey, you ain't supposed to go down there and watch no media.
I don't know what you finna go
The
watch.
Miami Garden League game was better
Listen,
than that shit.
see, you're saying it wrong. Because if I wanted to watch mid, I can't go down. I gotta go up.
Yeah, yes, you can. It's right there. You close to it.
we'll watch
I,
You
watch,
can
watch
every
the
day on
games with
Green
the
Street.
Flacos.
It's
if I
on
want to
Green
watch
Street.
mid, all I
It's
gotta
on
do is
Green
drive.
Street.
All I gotta do is drive through Gainesville, take a pit stop, and then
Corey
drive to
Gables.
Tallahassee.
Going through Corey
Hey, no,
Gables. You right there, Palm
hey,
Beach.
them
Watch them Bronco lizards.
uniforms. That
Watch
boy
them
got them
Bronco
Man,
lizards.
uniforms.
listen,
Motherfuckers smell
man.
y'all up
Hey,
on Lauderdale, man.
hey, appreciate y'all boys for coming through, man. But I gotta go to sleep, man.
No, you ain't. We don't hijack this channel.
Listen, I'll catch
This is
y'all
why I
on
got all the
All
Sunday.
right.
smoke tonight. All
I'll
the
be
smoke.
live Sunday.
Boy, you better go to sleep.
I might go live tomorrow, depending though.
Yeah, you gonna be, hey, you gonna be popping pills crazy after seeing that scrimmage.
Nah,
Oh,
I'm
oh,
probably gonna come back and
you
tell you how
sound
good
hurt.
a
Oh, I
team we got
swear.
than y'all.
So boy gonna be
All you
popping them
gonna
out
do is
after,
come back
after
and
that
chat.
scrimmage. He gonna be,
You
no,
sound
not
so
again,
hurt, boy.
no,
Nah,
You're
not
gonna come back and
again.
chat.
but what I'm gonna really be doing down there doing BB, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
watching the scrimmages for myself, and then I'm gonna read whatever them beat writers say, and I'm gonna be like, all right, this motherfucking line, that motherfucking line, I ain't listening to
Yeah,
this.
you right about that. You right about that. I give you that. Damn sure
But
right about that,
anyways,
'cause they be
man,
lying.
I appreciate all y'all for coming through, hitting the like button,
Yeah.
subbing to the channel, and all that good
Deserve.
stuff. I'm gonna catch y'all boys on maybe tomorrow
All right, y'all
or
boys.
Sunday.
Ah,
All
All
right.
All right, y'all.
ah.
Sound so hurt though. Good God. Jeez.